Trapped in the flames as our house burns down, left for dead cause we can't find common ground.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down. Below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Well, chat, I didn't realize that we were going to be pirates today, but it's 3 songs, which means I'm live now. What's happening, guys? What's happening? Are we doing all ahoy or arr? Ahoy, me little guys. It's Captain Diesel here of the SS Little Guys Incorporated. Pirate stream, I guess. Yar, I can't drink rum because it gives me quite the mighty hangover. I instead drink tequila. Yar. Avast ye, gooner schooner off the port bow. Am I doing a bit of a fucking Mr. Krabs there? SpongeBob, me boy. SpongeBob, me boy. There's ketamine in this Krabby Patty. I'm tweaking on my shit for real, for real. The pirate voice was forced. You missed the part where it played Wellerman, Christopher the Narc. And fuck you, my voices are great, bitch. SpongeBob, me boy. Did you just give me a hit of defense? Oh, Jesus. I like how if Chris could be correct, it doesn't matter because I have an emote that's of Chris. So it just immediately invalidates any argument he could have put up with just people spamming the emote over and over again. All right, guys. Now do Too Mad. Yar, I'm literally driving. Literally driving an organ.
At least you're not pitchy like Grandpa Falgi.
0 streams without the Too Mad mention. Dude, I'm glad that Kumo's like losing his fucking marbles. Were those Kumo messages of him saying a bunch of slurs real, by the way? Or were those fake? Because those felt fake. I'm literally sailing through Oregon. Ye but a wench, I wish she gave me a foot job, she did. You want Kumo's SoundCloud? Yes. Yes, send that to me. All right, we'll drop the pirate bit for a bit. You know, I was minding my own business on a stream recently, and Kumo and Goblin were there. Now, if you don't know who either of those people are, I don't blame you. They're literal glup shittos in the grand scheme of things. But somehow, both of these glup shittos have somehow ended up surrounded in a, how do I put this? A weird grooming story, right? Now, I personally don't care about that. What I really do care about, though, in like a facetious, funny sort of way, is just that they can't seem to handle themselves at all. But it really is a glup shitto number 56 and 57. But yeah, either way, I should have called these guys out when I was on stream with Beckett. I had messaged Beckett and I said, I don't like this guy. And, you know, I just kept it to myself because I didn't want to have blood sports. I was tired from stream, you know, all that shit. Apparently, I really should have, okay? Don't talk shit about him. He said you had the only good take. That's the hilarious part, right? Because I think Kumo was glazing me because I was a big YouTuber, right? I think that was it. My take was correct, though. It is a categorically correct take. But he is also like a massive fucking idiot. The guy's like 20, and I was trying to give him like the benefit of the doubt and be like, oh, he's 20. He's, you know, everybody was annoying when they're a 20-year-old man, right? And, bro, Chris, the fact that I got name dropped in this drama like twice or thrice is absolutely hilarious. Okay, because I really have no stake in this. I just found out who these people are. All right. Young Comer, that's the name of the song. That's his name, is Young Comer. Get to that bussy. Get to that bussy. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. What the fuck is this? Guys, could you imagine your OC literally just being Gojo with a low taper fade? Okay. And it's showing my Steam, because of course it is. I was playing Black Myth Wukong today. It was really good, chat. Highly recommend. Gaming stream now? I wish. No, bro, he does not have merch with that OC. Yeah, he does. So here's the comer. Here's the one half of the cum jar. Right, but could you imagine? You get the fucking Uber driver Gojo selfie t-shirt. Dude, you want the Uber driver Gojo selfie? Go to the calendar. What is this? What is that? Why are they naked? I'm not even gonna stay on that. Is that him fighting just the robot? Is that Gojo versus just the robot? Dude, just Jujutsu Kaisen's autism arc, bro. I thought the Shibuya arc was good. Dude, this is like dude, who's winning in a fight, guys? Is it gonna be Yuji or fucking Kumo, bro? Oh my god, dude. Domain expansion, groomer defense. Dude,
You don't
fucking-
want micro-influencer merch?
Dude, it's like asking for FPS Diesel merch, bro. Like the stocks are down, man. What are you doing? Diesel, we had a professional ad/graphic design artist on stream. She called it ass. We love Design Wife. Oh shit. What do they say in the Japanese dub? I'm gonna butcher the Japanese. No, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. The joke won't land. I know when a bit won't land. Is this Peaches? I know, everybody wants the fucking goblin plush, bro.
Chris the Knock celebrates 6 months of membership. Micro-influencer merch needs to be game-ended. Getting my dono done now in case I have to dip out early. This has been a really bad drama for me to watch. Just please remind people that there is help out there if you need it. Thanks for understanding.
I understand if this is not the drama you want to be a part of and watch. I get it. Dude, what do you think Leo Convoy's fucking sorcery technique is, okay? What do you think he does? Do you know how it's like with fucking Gojo's like his like infinite space powers, right? Nobody can touch him, right? It always keeps it away. He has that ability too, but it's like smell based instead of like the inverse of gravity based.
Don't get help, just bet it all on black.
So, wait, when's Pride Month? Is June Pride Month? Am I stupid? It's sorcery is adult adoption. Dude, it's a guaranteed, you get a guaranteed hit on becoming Leo Convoy's child. Why does just the robot look like a sideways, like, fucking weird penis monster? What's going on here? What, like... Yeah, count your days. Get it? Like a calendar?
Kumo more like Kumo, of course someone who is obsessed with JJK, enough to play the god-awful Steam game, would want an Discord e-girl, Cinebear.
Dude, I watched JJK and I was like, I want to be Toji, right? But like, none of Kumo's behavior has been nearly reminiscent of Gojo. Okay, he's like, Kumo is doing the thing where he's like, nah, I'd win. Okay, but he's getting like one shot. Like, he's not even a special grade sorcerer, bro. Okay. You wanted to be obsessed with the idol women. Who's the big buff guy that's obsessed with idol women? I always mix his name up with the My Hero guy. I fell in love with Nanami. Dude, I wish I had his forearms, man. Toto, yeah. Dude, Toto's always winning in a fight, bro. Okay? He's gonna be Kumo in a fight. Easy. He likes Toto likes a grown woman, okay? That helps. Okay, a taste of cum is quite the... You know, here's the thing. I could get away with merch branded like this. He can't get away with that. He can't get away with the taste of cum merch. Kumo is why Gege gets called racist and calls regular people monkey. Dude, Ghetto can call so many women monkey and they would be totally okay with it. Dude, I don't understand why. This is like, you know, when you go on AliExpress and you're like, I've always wanted to buy JJK merch. And it's this. It's like, I've always wanted to buy JJK merch, but I'm broke. Dude, imagine buying $66 loafers, okay, with Gojo at home, bro. You get Gojo at home. Dude, it's like you're like in high school and somebody has one of those like wolf sweaters, you know, and it's like a wolf tearing their shirt off at the moon, right? And it's like this shit. This is the same energy, dude. That there won't be a second time, bro. You are in him, dude. You are in him. Don't cry, I might laugh. Dude, it's like, here's the thing, right? If you're like trying to be a badass guy and you want to give the perception of being a badass guy who fucks shit up, you actually can't go around presenting yourself this way. Right? Like if you want people to think you're a fucking lethal killer, you got to keep your shit tucked.
How
and
to
like
get
be mad
bullied
calm
on day
all
one.
the time.
First hour, first minute, first second 101.
He gets mad when your cold assholes laughing at people and he has merch like that. Yeah. Like he's trying too hard to be alpha. You know, like when a guy is weaker than he actually is. This is that, right? Like it's like it's giving beta. Okay, dude, imagine buying a $90 fake pleather jacket, bro. You get a $90 pleather jacket, bro. This is like the jacket your boy wears when he's like fat 40 and like a bowler. No offense to the bowlers in the audience.
Domain expansion, Gru Makuma.
Dude. The cursed, one of the, it's like Sukuna's fingers is one of the cursed like objects, but it's actually just a picture of Jar's penis. Oh my god, dude. Dude, yeah, it's $100, dude.
He's not strong enough to be gentle.
Dude, Red Kitten, that's so brutal. That's an obliteration right there, dude. That was domain expansion speaking shit. Like, holy shit. I don't, and again, you know, unrelated, you can spend your money where you want. I own a coffee company, Mana Potion Coffee. By the way, this like Autismo account that just said like the N-word F slur to like everybody was like, oh, it's just generic tea you put your branding on, right? I should say, one, I personally made sure all the flavors were what we wanted for all the coffees, right? The only thing I didn't do is put them in the bag. The tea is our own personal design. So we designed a tea, by the way. We just had somebody else package it for food safety standards. But yeah, these are all original flavors. You can't get the teas anywhere else. Go to manapotioncoffee.com and buy Mana Potion tea today. By the way, those photos are by me. I did those. But you should buy them. Is it loose leaf? We have loose leaf and satchel. Okay. Nah, I honestly don't think the tea is my best photography. I think I did a better job with the coffees. But, you know, it gets the job done, right? Anyway, enough glazing myself. Diesel, can you put the succubus on screen again? Hold on, we'll go to Mana Potion merch. That's where we got the good stuff. Dude, obviously the Christian
Which is
medallion.
more
That
cursed,
is not even
Chris
up for
Chan's
debate.
medallion or this junk.
That's also my Gundam markers there. All right. So I bet you're wondering. Oh, wait. No. Before we even get into that, bro, we got to talk about Kumo's music, too. Shout out Kumo's music career. Shout out to the young comer. bro. Okay, first of all, I can't even break this down, dude. If we're talking about like, dude, he's like a grade 4 comer or whatever the fuck it is in JJK. I'm a special grade comer. Listen, and he can. Here's the thing. I'm gonna give a review of this. Right, it's a 50-second song. Me giving a review of this is a transformative piece, right? Which means he's not allowed to copyright claim that, and he can do that. But I'm not flatly. I have the money to check your nuts on that, right? So, yeah. Also, using Kyler's art is very fucking hilarious, dude. It looks like a lolly next to the GTA protagonist. That's Astofu. So that's a grown man who dresses up like a woman. That's his actual character, by the way. And that's Andrew Tate, and they're both in prison. And, you know, the joke is that that's Andrew Tate's bottom. That's the joke. That's the joke in that piece of art. There you go. The cover looks AI generated. Nope, that's a real artist. Yes, that's a real artist. They draw things. Yeah. That required a lot of lore. Yes, I'm sorry. Now you know. Yeah, Kyler is also famous for drawing a picture of Spy X Family where Anya went on a field trip to Auschwitz. Yes, the Holocaust anime artist. I think Andrew Tate is the bottom here. Yeah, I think Andrew Tate is the bottom here.
Let's get to that money, 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 let's get to that let's get to that money, 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 let's get to that.
I don't like women, I'm rocking with Bussy, I'm pushing that.
Okay. I think there's a lot to break down with this instrumentation here. It spends a long time getting to the punchline of the joke. But, you know, we got 40 more seconds, so perhaps it'll expand upon the bussy. I'm turning off stream if you click play again.
That booty, you softer than coochie. Roll up with my dick out because I am fruity. I don't like that girl because I think she got cootie. Pull on my dick, now it's smelling like duty. I shoot on his face when I play Call of Duty. Play Call of Duty, these niggas gon' shoot me. I play with his butt because his pee so cute.
Can Kumo say the N-word? Does he get N-word privileges? He's mixed, right? Bro is mixed. He got the N-word pass, bro? Whoa, he called up too mad for that N-word pass. We don't know. I think I've seen a picture of Kumo's face. I'm pretty sure he's black-ish. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen a young picture of him where he is of African American descent. So
They busting nuts on a bitch just named Judy. That bitch was a cutie, now she trying to sue me. Found out she a dude, now my dad looking gloomy. He called me a faggot, I said he looked goofy. Stand on the tables, he look like a loony. My bitch acting moody, cause my dick is cheap. I pick up a femboy.
We getting kicked out the hood with this one. Fire, fire,
Dude.
fire, fire.
You know, maybe it's not my place, bro, but like you can be annoying on the internet or you can like man ass, okay? But you can only pick one. All right? Pick a struggle, buddy. Pick a struggle. All right? Also, you know, I got to be honest, I don't think the lyrics here about like I stuck my dick in like in a man's booty hole and I got doo-doo on it. That is one of the most horrifying things I can possibly imagine. Pick an internet struggle.
Yeah, I don't fuck with groupies, he gave me a roofie.
Let's get to that money, 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 let's get to that.
Okay. So that was really bad. The instrumentation is ass. Yeah. I think honestly the mixing on that is really terrible. At least I would rate it a Fantano 0. I would rate it a Fantano 0. Somehow still above Imagine Dragons. So, but yeah, it's the the way like the whole like beat where it's like, let's get to that money, let's get to that money, let's get to that. It really overstays its welcome. It's like he could only come up with a single verse there and decided to keep it in when he should have just had that as a part of a much larger song, right? Okay. So I guess we're gonna listen to Femboy Butts next. Does he just like effeminate men? Is that it? Here we were thinking that Cinny Bear was the one. But guys, I've been telling you, OpBlock's been telling you, Cum Jar stocks are up. Cum Jar stocks are up. You've seen what Just a Robot looks like. We put a little dress on him. We put a little dress on him. Dude, Jar's gonna look like a good 4 out of 10 young lady. A good solid 4 out of 10. I think Kumo would hit that from the back. Be no ass there, completely flat. It's just like a piece of plasticard you picked up at like Office Depot, okay? But you know what? For my Cum Jar stands, this crack ship, I think the Cum Jar stocks are rising.
About to beat a nigga's ass, I got him clapping up.
So, my favorite part of this song is that it's just like the last song, and it's just about having gay sex again. The beat isn't terrible. Greg, no. I really like it when an artist just tries to tell you that they really like to have gay sex. When I think of Tyler, the Creator, the first thing I think is like, that guy likes to have gay sex. 24 frames of Nick blocked me for posting in your comments, Diesel. That's okay. He's stupid.
What is this? The Cum Jar theme songs.
This is all a love letter to Jar's juicy, juicy robot ass. I'm like Jay-Z, but if I sucked more and talked about fucking dudes a lot. Who is 24 frames of Nick and why is he always blocking people? Westside Tyler, he's a YouTuber that I used to be friends with who got mad that I'm friends with Nicholas the Oreo. And then he told me that I lied about like my grandmother dying of cancer and that I was just using it for clout. So I hope that 24 frames of Nick, he's also a gambling addict. So I hope he wastes all of his money gambling online. So that's my answer to that.
Got him shitting out a fetus. Got the
if you don't know about that drama, listen to my last stream VOD. I'm going to cut it up into like a commentary thing. But yeah.
Touch, got him pushing out a baby, pushing out his butt. Nigga thick, femboy bussy, plant my seeds inside his guts. Now I'm posted up at your mama's crib.
Dude, I can't. Listen, one of my closest homies is Quite, and Quite does a better job explaining the enjoyment of gay sex better than Kumo. Dude, his lyricism for gay sex screams, I haven't had gay sex. Now, I haven't had gay sex either. I'm not planning to, but...
I scratch my nuts. I like them femboys with thigh highs with oily bubble butts. I ain't gay, that nigga better have some childbearing hips. I ain't gay, that nigga better have some feminine ass lips. I ain't... Okay. Monetize your hater. Dude, that's what I'm doing right now. Guys, shout out for this stream VOD getting claimed by Young Comer. Okay? Listen, I know talking about the young feminine fucking man hips is gonna get me all kinds of copyright claims by him. Alright? Oh shit. Fucking on no guys
This
unless
is a
you gotta
certified
grab my
hood classic.
I'm behind in the stream and just jammed to that rendition of Wellerman. Best hype song to start a stream. Anyways, here's my weekly contribution to the tip jar.
Thank you, Kim. I'm gonna ruin your mood soon. You're so far behind. Thank you. Diesel, are you aware that Tyler the Creator had a freestyle about cruising for gay sex, or was you just yapping? Yeah, I know he did, but Tyler the Creator is like a good musician, so it was better than Young Comer. I'm comparing gay rap beats against each other. Yeah, this is like Hentai Dude, but okay, Hentai Dude isn't good, but it's better than this, okay? It's not just that it's gay, it's bad and gay.
Yeah, what's your wig? That nigga better be in cosplay with a wig. He better tuck his balls between his legs and swallow all my kids. So he yo bitch? Nah, he better be discreet and do not snitch.
Jesus Christ, dude, this is great. This is not great. This is a rough one. This is better than get to that bussy. This is an improvement. You can really see Young Comer's instrumentation expand. You know, he's going from I like ass of men to I want men to swallow my cum, which really says a lot about society, you know?
Beat a nigga's ass, I got him clapping up. Got him shitting out a fetus, got the magic touch. Got him pushing out a baby, pushing out his butt. Nigga thick, femboy bussy. Plant my seeds inside his guts.
Okay, that like last verse at the end here.
Thick, fem out his butt. Nigga
Here.
thick, femboy bussy. Plant my seeds.
It feels like he just like ran out of things to say and then cut it like short. But the breeding kink is a mindset for him, I guess. Dude, we need a like one of those. Listen, you're not allowed to use a picture of Kumo, but like there needs to be like a picture of Kumo with all those like fertilizer pills and shit. It was like even we can revive a dying star meme. That one.
Whatever happened to being artistic with lyrics? Not demure nor mindful.
Yeah, it's not either of those. Holy shit, dude. Listen, I mean, we just gotta. What is this? This is like an EP he's got going here, right? Is this like an EP? Are we reviewing the Young Comer EP? I think we need to listen to the last piece of the Young Comer triumvirate here and listen to the last one. This sounds like he went on porn Twitter and just scrolled until he found posts for his lyrics. Oh, ooh, this beat's not bad.
We beat him up, we take his butt, we grease him up, huh? He got a bubble butt. I'm getting
Dude,
in his guts.
every single
Sorry, bro. Stop doing it.
single song on this EP is just like these guys' butts are fucking fat, and I'm gonna shit in their ass, and that's the entire song. When were these made? A year ago. I think Kumo's gay, guys. Dude, we were accusing him of being down bad for Cinny Bear, but I think we might gotta. I think our homie likes men. I think our homie likes men, guys. I think cum jar stocks are up.
It's just you ain't tight enough. I need the pussy when I beat it. It just tightens up. These hoes be thirsty trying to drink the kids inside a cup.
Dude, these songs are like the audio equivalent of that Urban Dictionary entry about hitting it from the back and then smacking the girl in the head so she tightens up in fear, dude. It's like that. It's like I don't want to hear this. It's like I clench. Oh my god. Yeah, the donkey punch. I wanted to say horse kick, but that wouldn't make sense. What? See, half of you are like, that was the funniest bit you've ever had, Diesel, and then others are like, what are you saying? It's like some of you have never been on Urban Dictionary, man. I think mumble rap back then is more bearable than this garbage. Dude, I thought you said I think mumble rap back then is more breedable than this garbage.
Niggas trippin', so they sold for pussy just to bust a nut. I like femboys, I ain't gay out like I'm slim fit bubble butts. Check the window for that.
Dude, this is the same fucking song. This is like the same song with different instrumentation. There is no exploration at all in these lyrics.
Not gonna lie, Donkey Punch Records has a ring to it.
That is like a Grand Theft Auto business.
Yeah, but I'm not on the run. I'm a schizo. I forgot my meds, but I don't give a fuck. Now I'm in your mom's petunia about a shadow clone her guts. Bro, don't tell me none of you have ever thought what it would sound like.
Dude, shut up, bro. You ain't been inside a fucking booty hole or pussy since you were born, bitch. Bro, fucking... Kumo, what are you talking about fucking people's moms, bro? You fucking kidding me? Oh my god, dude. Kumo, you don't know what it's like to fuck a MILF. Let me meet your moms. I'll show you how it's done. Dude, do you guys think it'll make him mad if I start saying I'll fuck his mother?
We were just clapping that nigga EDP in the showers, like in Bakerfield County Prison. Like, I'm just saying, like, I feel like that would. I really wonder what the sound of the clap would sound like. That shit would probably.
Why is he? He's literally sitting here extrapolating on what it would sound like to fuck EDP in the butt, dude. He literally just said, I wonder what it would sound like to fuck EDP in the ass in the showers. Okay? Why are we in Bakersfield? Because he said he's gonna, like, somebody's gonna fuck EDP in the butt. That's what he said. Okay?
I know it sounds gay, but like mano y mano, man to man, bro. Like, this is just straight curiosity. Like, I know, like, no intimate shit, like no gay shit for real.
Kumo not making out of the hood. I got bad news for you guys. I don't even think he came from the hood. This ain't hood behavior here, okay?
You never like once wondered what it'd be like to be inside of his ass? Hell yeah.
Dude. Dude, you don't want to go. Why would you even think? Why would you write a song about what would it be like to be inside of EDP's butthole? Okay? Dude. Dude, that's like Mordor down there, okay? He needs like a fucking scrubbing bubbles up his butt cheek to get all the fucking dingleberries out his ass, bro. I can't even fathom why you would make a song pontificating on such a thing. All right. Oh my god, dude. Dude, Kumo's not going to be happy about this. Leave the studio. Turn that shit off. I want to hear silence. Dude, so Uruk birthing pits inside EDP's butt. Yeah, man, we ain't leaving the suburbs with this one, bro. Holy shit, that was bad. Oh, man. Dude, he commented a year ago. Dude, I could read his comments. Not gay enough. Kumo doesn't think he's corpse husband, that's for sure. I don't think he's that delusional, man. Can we get Young Comer's opinion on Thick of It? Can we get Young Comer on Talk Tua? Would Young Comer talk about the Hawk Tua on Talk Tua with the Hawk Tua girl? And can we get the Teslua bot there to The Teslua bot with Optimus Prime, bro. Holy shit, that's bad, bro. Am I having a stroke right now? Is there like a white? I think there's like this this. Hold on, I need like I want to give like a shout out to Young Comer here. Let me look for a good emoji that represents the comer. His name is great. I'll say that. I can't. There's like no good emojis built into YouTube for Young Comer. Young who now? I just tuned in. We're listening to Kumo's music. Does Beckett know about this? No, but someone should alert him right now. This is like when the second plane hit the towers. Beckett, did you know? Shout out Big Stunner Young Comer. He's getting on to talk to a podcast. Dude, can we get a Young Comer single about Skibidi? Okay. So young Comer over here, Kumo. For some reason copyright claimed Flatly. So Flatly is like, you know, people, it's really funny as the small commentary people get bigger, they've differentiated small commentary from smaller commentary by calling these motherfuckers commentary hell. And frankly, it's all kind of the same to me. Flatly is like one of the quote unquote commentary hell. He's just like a fucking commentary spurg guy, right? But he put out this tweet and he said, Kumo, is this you, bro? Actual bitch made over a thumbnail. Don't press me because your ass got exposed in a Discord kitten love triangle. If you even want to call it that. Bro's mad his girl got stolen by a robot PNG. And we got the battle of the mids between Kumo and Jar, right? And for some reason he did copyright claim fucking Flatly's video, right? So that happened, and this set off a whole chain of events, right? So Beckett reaches out to Kumo, and he says the following. Hey, is this legit? Followed by the information, right? He has time. I did that a while ago, lol. You're striking at randoms. If you only care about these things when they happen to you, you don't care about them. Flatly never struck you, which is true. He's targeting Flatly for no reason. He's targeting Flatly because he's spurging out, right? That's all that's happening. He's like mad that people are pressing on him and clowning on him, which, buddy, I'm sorry, but you literally dress up as, or you don't dress up, but you give the perception of wanting to be like Gojo, but you're not Gojo, okay? You're not Gojo. You're just some guy who wants to have gay sex on the internet. And I got bad news for you. There's a lot of men that want to just have gay sex on the internet. Dude, dude, the straightest JJK fan, and it's a guy that just is singing about gay sex all the time.
Mr. CEO, I just lost 2 fucking matches because you played those songs. Can I get a salary increase for this damage?
I didn't know you were getting paid. And then Kumo responds, nope, Melm. I don't know who Melm is, okay? Is this like ACC lore? Is Melm like some ACC glupshido? Because this is the sound cats make when they're eating fucking wet food, bro. Melm struck me, and I had no grounds to fucking dispute it. Actually, Kumo, yes, you did. The copyright system actually has a built-in way for you to dispute it, and you can do so, because unless somebody's stupid, okay, they're not going to continue moving forward with it. I don't care about them because nobody fucking cared about it when it happened to me. Oh, I can do it because nobody cared when it happened to me. Dude, what are you, fucking stupid? These two events, you getting struck and you striking flatly, have nothing in common with each other. Okay? Like, literally, they have nothing in common with each other. You're applying false equivalency to these events when they're two separate situations. And the reason I say they're two separate situations is because YouTube and literally everybody would handle each situation differently. I don't get what there is to argue about here. Quote, where was the outrage when the exact same thing happened to me, where I was given 2 strikes that I couldn't dispute? You can dispute 2 strikes. Okay? He hit Flatley because he didn't think Flatley had connections. I mean, he doesn't really, but, like, you know, also commentary is not stupid. Right? And again, like I said, I think it falls well within the bounds of transformative, right? It being a thumbnail, right? So I do think it's reasonable to dispute it. But yeah, if he was given 2 strikes, so here's the difference, right? So, like, let's say, was that a strike or a claim? Due to a copyright removal request, blah, 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 will be taken down from YouTube in 7 days. Okay, so content found in a custom thumbnail. Okay. I doubt it. I think Kumo was just being, like, really pedantic about it. I don't think there was anything that he, you know, he doesn't want anybody to be criticizing him, period. Bro is pulling out the Kai Weiss. I'm gonna taint my reputation forever. Yeah, he's just throwing a tantrum. Yeah, but if you get 2 strikes, if you get 2 copyright removal requests, you could respond to both of those in YouTube, right? Because there's like a 3 strikes rule, right? If it was 3 strikes, then it would be a different story. But you could tackle the first one and then tackle the second one. Okay? I mean, ultimately, maximum amount of time is like a 30-day window, but you could still have disputed them. So you not handling your shit when it happened to you is just you being a bad YouTuber and not understanding how the system works. Okay? I hate to, like, big bro it and be like, you know, the boomer on the block, but I've been doing commentary since like 2016, maybe a little earlier than that. And yeah, he still set the private. And it's like, this system is not, like, great, but it's way better than it used to be. And if you're not handling your own shit, then you're just like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. That's really it. And then Beckett responds, it's about having some basic fucking principles regardless of what others are doing. Yeah, if Kumo thinks it was wrong to happen to him, he shouldn't be doing it to other people. That's really easy to understand. It's about having some basic principles regardless of what others are doing. I've said this the whole year, that using bad tactics is a bullshit, weak move. Dude, that was a... You know what, Beckett, it was probably late as fuck. Very weird sentence. If you don't care about these things once the tide turns, then you're going to find yourself very alone. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to find yourself very alone. People are going to want to associate with somebody that acts like this, especially in a community like commentary. I don't know how it is in ACC. They seem to be very pedantic over there. But over here, that's not like a vibe that we fuck with, really. And I don't think a lot of YouTubers like a mistreatment on their platform or their misuse of their tools. I think if I started to talk to a bunch of YouTubers about it, they'd say that this behavior is not good. And that somebody like Kumo should probably lose his channel for, you know, falsely abusing the copyright system for very malicious and stupid means like this, right? These are the kind of things that people lose their channel over. Let's see. Nah, I'll dig my heels in on this one. I'm not going to apologize for their own double standards. There's only an outrage when it's someone they already don't like. If someone they don't like has done it to them, they're oddly fucking quiet. These principles mean fuck all to any of them, so why should they mean anything to me? What double standard? Yeah, I don't understand what he's getting at here. It's like he's like lashing out just completely haphazardly, right? I don't think Kumo is ACC anyways. He would consider himself ACC, and I think everybody would categorize him as such. Yeah, we said it was wrong to artist struck you. Well, the thing is, I think what he was expecting is that everybody would have, like, sided with Flatley and then not acknowledged his trials. But, like, we acknowledge it. Like, I understand, yeah, it was wrong that the other artist struck you. Okay, but he's, like, trying to do, like, a weird, like, double standard argument. What's the ACC again? So imagine a commentary community, but it's filled with people who are, like, really obsessed with Transformers DeviantArt drama. Right? Or it's like commentary, but, like, if you're very Tumblr coded and twee and stupid and, like, you have trained phenotype. Autism Coomer community. Listen, my community takes offense to that, Christopher. Apparently, the artist that has struck Kumo has come out and said they shouldn't have tried to take it down. Let's get the lol cow gene. Holy shit, yeah.
Kumo sounds like flamenco here. He's got the lolco gene.
Let's see. There was a lot here that was sent to me to cover tonight. Let's see. No confirmation from Kumo. I've asked, but I was sent this, which is apparently in reference to it taken down. Actually fucking insane behavior. He did this days ago while in VC because he thought it was funny that they used his art for the thumbnail when he got his vids taken down for the same thing. Dude, I feel like you wouldn't get so much shit online if you just, like, choose your battles. Like, a motherfucker doesn't choose their battles. Okay, Kumo involves himself in fucking everything. Dude, I don't want to use Gemini, Google. God. Diesel, are you going to go over how Cinny Bear turned both Jar and Kumo down for this random black dude in the art community? Dude, I don't even understand how this drama is so complicated. This is, like, a really simple drama that's, like, exacerbated tenfold. Oh, I was complaining about this last night, by the way, since I got rid of I used a plugin to get rid of my home feed on Twitter chat. Right? So you notice I don't have my home feed here. I actually don't have a lot of Twitter features, right? Like, you can't see how many likes or retweets or anything something has. And I got rid of that because a few days ago, a bot, like, I'll get bot accounts that follow me, and this bot account followed me called, Kinky Christie or something, right? It was something like that. And there was, like, a paw on the profile. So I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, that's a woman having sex with her dog. And I was like, oh, that's great, Twitter. Great, 10 out of 10. And so I reported it, and I blocked the account, right? And so, like, it had been a week, and I go to check to see if the account is down by going under my blocked accounts tab and looking at the blocked accounts. And I see it's there, and I click on it. The account is still up with this fucking woman fucking her dog and offering to send, like, you could pay to get the videos of her fucking her dog. And all I could think was, like, how the fuck do I report this a week ago and a week later, and I reported it again? But how is that still up? You know what I mean? Like, how did it last that long? Like, dude. But yeah, after that, I decided to use a plugin to get rid of my Twitter, like, my Twitter homepage. Like, I was just like, I'm probably going to cancel, like, my Twitter Blue subscription because I'm just like, I can't fucking do this anymore because it's just every day. It's just something insane, right? Like, fuck, dude. Very unrelated. I have a Blue Sky. You should follow it. Dude, the Twitter moderation's gone down in the fucking toilet, dude. I'll say at least Kumo and Jar didn't do the Coyote Lovely move of literally rizzing a pedophilic zoophile. You know, people say these things, and these words mean nothing to me because I'm like a normal person who goes outside and has a job. It's like somebody who like follows ACC drama is like, this is just like when Florgil was rizzing up the zoophile in the Fingles server. And I'm just like, the Fingles server? What's the Fingles server? Nobody ever told me about this. And then there's like 40 pages of lore on the Fingles server. And I'm just like, what do I need? A PhD, dude? But yeah, when I saw that on Twitter, it just like ruined my fucking week. Like, and I was just like, dude, I can't. Like a literal cognito hazard, yes. Okay, so this we'll go over some of this stuff more in detail in a minute, but you know, there's like the hot takes over here. So Xylee said, "Is this why you and your merry band of idiots started a support group for an obvious groomer? This is how Kumo actually feels about the minor that Cinnabear was into DMs with, showing her rape fetish comic to." Okay, I just want to put this into... Let's contextualize this a little bit. It was a comic of a Friday Night Funkin' OC and an AU version of Sans Undertale. And the AU version of Sans Undertale, who has one eye, by the way, is getting railed by the Friday Night Funkin' character. Okay. And I think if I put those words in the correct order, that I actually summon Bagul from my computer. Okay, Ben Drowned is gonna come out of my desktop, and he's gonna suck me into the Majora's Mask, and I'm gonna die, chat.
I felt safe and happy for the first time in my life, and she turned out exactly like the people who hurt me as a child.
Dude is playing Risk of Rain right now, 2 frames. Okay. That's a problem.
Eno is going to be traumatized by this for the rest of their life.
Eno is not traumatized by this and will not be traumatized by this.
I feel like the trauma of some things doesn't really hit you until you're in your 20s, and we're talking about like a 14-year-old. Okay? So I feel like this kid's got like a good 10 years before they recognize how bad this was, all right? It's not something that happens like right overnight, all right? Because like my problems as like a young man didn't hit me until I was like a younger man. I say it like I'm a young person, but I'm 26 now. I guess I'm old, right?
For the rest of their life.
Touching back on
Eno is also a hypersexual degenerate.
Dude, I don't understand how you can contextualize that at all as like oh, Eno is a sexual degenerate. Like Eno is 14, okay? Like it's like the burden of responsibility is just on the adult, period. Like that's it. Like it's really simple, right? Like the minor can be as like a hypersexual as they want or whatever, and maybe that's something for the therapist to unpack. But like, what an insane statement. Oh my god, dude. I was like growing up around the dawn of the internet, right? And because I went to Catholic school, I was really sheltered for like the first 8 years. And I've told this story before, but I had an iPod Touch, right? And
imagine explaining this to Henry VIII.
You'd kill him. He'd behead you, just like one of his wives, dude. But it's like I was in 8th grade, so I was like 12, 13, right?
I'm so glad the internet wasn't around when I was a kid.
And I went on the Safari app on my iPod Touch, and I was like, the world's gonna end in 2012. I don't want to end without I don't want to die without seeing boobs. So I go on the Safari app as like a teenager, and I type in big boobs. Changed my life forever, chat. Yeah, degenerate. Aren't those just called hormones when you're 14? I know, right? It's almost, yeah, like, right. Yeah, you got a great point there. The birth of a crooner. No, I didn't become comfortable with sex stuff until like my mid-20s. Until like maybe like 3 years ago. Like before that, I was like really shy about it, but then I was just like, I'm gonna die one day. Hold on, there's some more here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll go through these one at a time. All right. So Evan and Goblin have got some to be two of the dumbest assholes on this planet. Yo are literally in a support group for a fucking groomer, a degenerate, and a fucking freak. What I like I don't know what like the appropriate level of operation. Like I'll be honest, if I know someone and they're like a groomer, I don't know what the appropriate response is, right? I don't know if it's start a support group though. I don't really think it is. But basically in this group, to my knowledge, it seems like in this group they were coaching the groomer on how to get out of these allegations. So it seemed like they were coaching Cinny. I don't know if they were or they weren't, but it does seem like that, right? Well, think about it, Diesel. Evan and Goblin don't think for themselves. There's not one unique thing about them because they're generic and cater to Kumo's taste. Oh, yeah. Evan says he quit after 2 days, but if that's the case, you wouldn't want Kumo saying you're supporting Cinny. His answer is really funny, and I'm going to break it down and why it's insane, right? According to what I heard, they said it wasn't grooming, and they believe the 14-year-old may have been sent by a third party to entrap them. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. All right. So she's a groomer by your own words. Holy shit, you're retarded, and people like you are the reason why definitions get watered down so much. Obscenity laws cover exposure, which is what she did. Grooming is an entire list that has met certain requirements and criteria. Apparently, using the word groomer correctly is watering it down. I'm afraid you don't know what grooming is. Okay, I don't really think we need to get lost in the brass taxes of definitions, guys. Okay? Like, let me phrase the question like this. Let's say you had a kid on Discord. It was your son or daughter. All right? And a grown adult sends them porn and says, what do you think of my porn? Can you tell me about it? Did you enjoy this porn? If you say you're okay with that, you should be beaten to death with hammers in Minecraft. Right? Like, I understand definitions exist, right? But like, let's look at how people talk about things colloquially. Okay? Let's look at how people just talk. Okay? If you go up to a person who's like got a 9-to-5 job, works at an insurance company, and you said, if you posed the hypothetical I just posed, they would say that person should be arrested. Okay? It doesn't matter what. They're not going to get caught up on the brass taxes. They're just going to say what? They're going to say this person should go to prison. Like, it's really that easy. You don't need to like get that. Like, I understand like, oh, there's specific definitions and specific words, blah 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 blah. Also, I just want to say that like Jar was doing the same thing Kuma was doing. Like, you know, these two enemies are truly lovers. You and I are a lot alike, cliche is real. Okay? Like okay, so I'm being fed information as we're sitting here, right? This is great. Oh my god, dude. uh I hate the whole no one cared when it happened to insert random person on drama argument. I didn't know someone struck Kuma over art and blah blah blah, so Jessica Pizzle was like, we would deride this person, right? Kuma wasn't really known until this drama, as far as I'm concerned, so whatever happened prior is unknown. Very true. And then Evan, who is like a glup shitto Dick Ryder McGee over here, says, but is he wrong? He publicly argued with these people, and these art-tards ganged up and struck his shit, and nobody picked up the sword to defend him when he talked about it then. I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna go after one, go after others. Dude, what do you think everybody's got like a fucking psychotic like super radar to detect when some glup shitto drama is going on? Okay? Like, oh, we didn't know about it. Sorry, we would have done something if we knew about it, but we didn't. Womp womp. Like, that doesn't make him right. It just makes us unaware of something that happened. Like, I don't like, that's not an argument. It's just not. Like, how would you even defend it? It's like this is completely nonsensical. Also, I just want to say, copyright striking, I understand it's like bad and it sucks when it happens, but like be an adult and defend yourself, actually. Hello, I get in drama and defend myself all the time. That's like, you know, the adult thing. You just do it yourself. Hello? Oh, this is an insane... Can you please explain to me how you guys coached her to save her career? By all means, I implore you to speak on stream and explain your rationale. I think you'd illuminate for many. Who's you guys? I quiet quit 2 days in.
This is why Evan is the cult sacrifice. Crab,
yeah.
Crab.
Yeah. So the quiet quit thing is really fucking funny, right? So quiet quit would it, you know when like somebody quiet quits, they're like in the office and they're doing the minimal amount of work, right? So they're doing the minimal amount of work and they're not really participating. Dude, if you're in the groomer support group chat and you don't want to be involved, you leave the group chat. Nobody is forcing you. I don't understand. I keep saying this every time it happens, but like nobody is forcing you to be in the call. Nobody is forcing you to be in the group chat. If you don't want to be involved, don't be involved. It's not a fucking job. Just leave. Okay? What do you mean you quiet quit? You can't quiet quit something you weren't hired for? Was Evan too much of a bitch to leave? I guess. I guess. So here's another thing. It seems like Kumo resolved the issue himself with the creator who struck him before the Flatley stuff happened. But in his pea-sized brain, Kumo has another idea, and the problems aren't resolved. Lol, okay, I don't know, what a total weirdo. So it seems like Kumo had resolved his problem with this artist who struck him anyway. So it didn't even matter. So this is Mel... Dude, this is like a 500 subscriber glup shitto. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, this is like literally the Olympics of who Megalol gives a shit, dude. Hey, I just wanted to say, I don't think I really care as much to have my art taken down by Kumo as much as I do having it at least credited now. Obviously, I would prefer if he'd take it down, but I don't feel like I'm going to happen until I blah, blah, strike, I live, blah, 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 blah. Who gives a shit? Whatever, I don't fucking care. Who Megalol... Kumo's video got taken down. I tried to stop the strike from going through, but YouTube is stupid. If Kumo wants it back up, I'm willing to work with him to get reinstated. Wow, so the artist was totally comfortable. The artist was okay. Yeah, in the end, it didn't really matter. Whoa. So, Falgi in his question to Evan earlier was kind of like asking Evan to be like, hey, did you coach Cinny, right? So here's a DM leak. Question. So this is Cinny, by the way. Don't friend request. Question. I only need the token to export Jack's DMs, right? The export program won't open on Jack's computer anymore. Yeah, only the token. Yippee. So, yeah, I guess Kumo's explaining how to extract DMs by pulling a Discord API token, from what I think is going on there, right? Dude, Jar's not even the biggest villain in his own story. Hold on, let's not take the stress off of Jar. Jar wanted to fuck this woman, okay? And was trying to weasel her out of the pedo allegations so that way he could fuck her. Okay? I'm astounded by the stupidity of these people. Holy shit. These people are like actual fucking morons. Here we go. It's Kumo's live. Dude's playing the Steam mixed reviews JJK game. Does Jar even still have a girlfriend at this point? We do have an answer to that, chat. Apparently she's still there. She just goes to another Discord server. You wouldn't know her. Let me find a timestamp. 2048.
Well, you see, we're getting like into
why is his stream like running like doo-doo ass again?
that territory where we're acting like this is all two-dimensional. So when you say talk like that to a 14-year-old, do you mean like have an indecent like conversation with them, or are we talking
they talked about sexual topics with a 14-year-old.
Okay, see, again, we're getting like extremely fucking two-dimensional.
We're really not.
What are you fucking talking about? He just said the same thing you just said, you fucking pedantic asshole. Listen, if you're not even going to acknowledge what he said and just be like, oh, well, you're not meeting the conversation on my terms. Dude, it's like, okay, you're going to get into a debate. Somebody's explaining their point, and then your entire point is you're not explaining your point. Bro, he is explaining his point. Okay? You're just cutting him off because you don't want somebody to look smarter than you.
We're getting like two-dimensional. We're talking about fucking girl talk here. We're talking about these two were gooning over.
Girl talk, dude?
Yeah.
You're talking about girl talk? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Explain to me what you think girl talk is, buddy.
Yeah, dude, they're sitting here they're sitting here fucking
talking about?
Oh my god. They
Jesus
were frothing
Christ,
at the they
dude,
were
you sound
frothing.
retarded.
What up, Tanuki? It's nice to see your positivity in times like these.
Right now.
All right, okay, you're retarded. So you're gonna listen to me speak, okay? And
Oh, you're gonna listen to me speak. You smug fuck. You wouldn't last a minute debating anybody who understands what they're saying, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna listen to me speak. All right, please. How about you Wait, no. Don't even try and change the subject of the conversation here. I know I'm arguing against a person who's not here. I'm literally doing a straw man right now. But... But the hilarious part here is that the way that you break this argument down is, okay, you say they were having girl talk. Well, I say that they were having inappropriate conversations. Why do I say they were having inappropriate conversations? Because one of the people in the conversation was about 20 plus. The other person in the conversation was 14. Is it appropriate to be having conversations with somebody who's 14 when you're in your early 20s? Yes or no? Right, chat? Is it appropriate to have those conversations? Obviously, the answer to that question is no, because if you say, yeah, it is fine in certain contexts, all of a sudden you're going to look like a crazy person.
then I'll unmute you when I'm done speaking. Because you're not gonna
Oh, and then Dude, this is just like Scarlet Reaper. Dude, Scarlet Reaper lives, dude. He lives through Kumo right now. Dude, this is the reverse groomer guy. This is a reverse groomer guy. Why? What is it with these reverse groomer guys, dude?
come onto my live stream and plug your ears. I'm not like the fucking pseudo blood sports commentary. You're gonna actually
the pseudo blood sports commentary. Bro, you can't fucking debate. Okay, you're like, I don't want somebody to give a point that I don't agree with, so I'm going to shut them up. Like you wouldn't last a minute in an actual debate. I understand it's like blood sports is one thing, right? Where it's just two people just arguing for the sake of arguing. But if you want to get into the brass taxes of people actually having an argument about a certain point, okay, this could be an argument about a certain point. But instead, you are not getting to a point. You're deliberately avoiding somebody presenting a point that is contrary to your own because you don't actually have a good argument against it.
Like have a dialogue.
Yeah, he said himself he's not a debate guy. Lol, what is this? Why would he put himself in a debate? You know, like what's the fucking point of that?
Back and forth here, right? So what I'm saying is it is locker room girl talk. These discussions.
Locker room girl talk. Jesus Christ, dude. Dude's like, dude. Somebody call up the big old Donald Trump's fucking defense attorney here. This is locker room girl talk. We're talking about Sans Undertale. Sans Undertale's getting railed in the ass by Friday Night Funkin'. Okay? I've met boyfriend people. I've met boyfriend and girlfriend. They're good people. Good people. Why did...
If you read...
You know, I looked over at Kumo, and I said, I'm going to grab Sans Undertale by the bussy, grab him by his bony bussy.
These discussions, it is between these two talking about how hot they find a fucking fictional character, not what they're going to do to each other, not what she doesn't even.
They were just having an inappropriate conversation past each other. They were just talking past each other, chat. Many such people are saying this.
Ask fucking Eno what she's interested in or what her sexuality.
Okay, first of all, like, if we're gonna get really into this, right? Let's meet it at your level, right? Where it's like a grown adult having conversations with a minor, and they're inappropriate, in my opinion, right? And if you're willing to say that these conversations are things you wouldn't have in a workplace, let me extrapolate here a little bit, right? One of the aspects of grooming is making a minor comfortable with sexual conversation. I'm not saying that Cindy was deliberately grooming with the intent to hook up with this fucking child, okay? But the fact that they're having conversations of a sexual nature is making this minor more comfortable with having conversations that are adult like that. Okay? Which is a tactic that pedophiles use. Right? By gauging the conversation in that way. You're priming the minor to be comfortable with it.
How would you know what locker girl talk is? Movies don't count because it isn't realistic. Second, those talk happens between two girls who are the same age or with 1 to 2 years difference.
If an adult talked to a minor in a locker room in most situations, that would be grounds to call the police. Yes. Listen, guys, Kumo likes gay sex.
Girl
okay,
locker room talk.
He wants to fuck. He wants to fuck men in the pussy. Okay, he
us.
understands locker room talk for girls because ultimately he wants a femboy. Okay, Kumo. I'm not saying that. He only knows that, yeah, the femboys get their own locker, and it's like really pink and beautiful in there. He's solely focused on one example of grooming where sex is the outcome. Yeah.
Is, in fact, Eno is like fucking reciprocal.
Yeah, bro, in high school, we were fucking silent in the locker room. Yeah, in the guys' locker room, it was like fucking... Like, we were all screaming and churling like monkeys, dude.
And even, like, mutually having these discussions with Cinny. Cinny is very...
Even if Cinny didn't have intentions, now the 14-year-old thinks it's cool to have talk with the 20-year-old about this stuff and ends up catching the eyes of someone who will take things further. Yep.
Very clearly socially inept. Like, absolutely socially retarded. And probably doesn't have a good enough filter or sense to understand that, like, this is wrong, because we've already...
I'm sorry, but this guy is, like, actually really bad at, like, laying out his points. How did this guy last so long without getting absolutely reamed? I mean, he thinks he'll do the reaming, but I assure you that this man is a bottom.
I don't know why we're selectively acknowledging that people in this animation art community grew up with really weird fucking social standards.
I'm sorry, but just like a culture, okay, just because a culture has certain social standards that are normalized does not mean that they are okay, right? Sometimes there are cultures and communities that have really bad social standards that shouldn't be encouraged. Is that too shocking to say?
That these people started off as kids surrounded by shit that shouldn't have been normalized. And so we're talking about someone
Okay, so you admit that they started off around shit that shouldn't have been normalized, right?
And this is what I meant by two-dimensional. We're talking about someone contextually who probably reasonably didn't consider the implications or the like ramifications of having this conversation, and probably just like went into their special interest and didn't shut up. Like we didn't see.
So your defense is that they're autistic and can't read social cues? That was it? That's it? Your Honor, my client likes trains. Please let him off the hook.
Any sort of like using uncommon sexual language and trying to educate this young teenager. We didn't see any sort of like attempts to make them feel fucking special.
I would want to hit him in Minecraft. I would grief his home in Minecraft.
There was no victim selection because this again is like literally an obvious gay op. It's not like
it's an obvious gay op. Guys, you got to understand. This minor was sent in by the deep state.
Then he was seeking this person out, and this person,
you know, this honeypot, you know, the honeypot, they were thrown into it. You know, that's how a honeypot works. It's not at all. That's not how a honeypot works.
Person was a target, and it's not even like this was a crime of fucking opportunity. This person was not interested.
I'm sorry, but like the whole like Jar said this before where he like almost fell into a honeypot. You don't like accidentally fall into a honeypot. That's like signposted, right? Where it's like, haha, I'm a minor. Like
in the 14-year-old, and this is what I'm saying by you're retarded, and this is extremely two-dimensional and bad.
You're retarded. I'm yelling at you, and I'm not going to let you give your point. Dude, this guy is ridiculous. The fact that he won't let somebody refute their point. Like, okay, Kumo, I'll let you give your point, then I give mine. That's how a debate works.
Faith, because you're just insinuating because someone said, like, you're insinuating that because someone said something sexual, that it inherently means that they were like a fucking predator trying to
okay, hold on. If somebody says something sexual, Kumo, okay, to a minor in a conversation, you are changing the normal social boundaries of that conversation to include sexual conversation. You are priming the minor to be comfortable with sexual conversation in the future. That is what is happening, okay? You are telling the minor that implicitly, as an adult, that this is an okay thing to do. Because minors look at adults for their behavior. Okay? That is how that works. Yes, that is grooming 101.
How many more must fall on Lowly Hill?
Valji losing his voice every second.
On a kid. So you're not going to sit here.
Right? So it's like, okay, like if you're trying, like you don't just walk into, like if you're a groomer, right? They don't just walk into a room and go, I'm gonna fucking diddle you, kid. They don't P Diddy you, okay? It's like a boil the frog situation, right? Right? Because when we look at Yandere Dev, which is something I spent months with, right? What happened is that, and now that girl was malicious and she was deliberately trying to prime for that, which is the insane part. But that girl is a humongous abnormality in these kinds of things, right? Dev would be encouraging conversation that was inappropriate, right? He would be encouraging conversation that was adult, right? And to a normal minor who's not literally insane, that is saying, oh, this adult says it's okay to have these kind of conversations with them. I will have these conversations in the future because we have established these boundaries that these things are okay. I'm sure you guys have developed implicit boundaries in your relationships with people you know in your life, right? Like there are certain friends that I make certain types of jokes with and certain ones that I make other certain types of jokes with. You know, like the whole meme about like personality A and personality B in the different friend groups, right? That's that we have social contracts that we build that say what's okay to have in a conversation. We just keep doing it, okay? Like, that is what is happening in a conversation like that, where there is a goal, right? We're not saying that that's not the goal of Cine, right? But even if they're doing it unconsciously, that is what that type of conversation leads to, because it primes it in that direction.
You're not going to come in here and plug your ears and call me fucking retarded.
I mean, I don't need to call you retarded, but like I can, so I mean I will, but I can say whatever I want, actually. God bless.
When you're like you're obviously being bad faith.
You're being bad faith. You're being bad faith by not allowing him to state his point. You deliberately cut him off.
There is no world in which you can actually come in and debate someone and you can just say this is
So you're saying he's not a blood sports guy, but now he's saying it's a debate.
bad because it's bad, and then anyone's going to clap for
This is bad because it's bad. Now, bro, now we have to sit here and explain why this type of conversation is bad. Diesel asked Beckett to get you in an interview with Kumo. I want blood sports. He'd never agree to that. He'd never agree to that. He'd never agree to that. I would love to. I know I'd win, but you don't really win in a debate, right? The whole point of a debate is not to like tell the other guy he's wrong. I mean, it is, but like the point of a debate in like the in like the platonic sense is like to convince the fence sitters that one side is the correct one, right?
for you. Nobody in the chat is
Bottom line, none of this is acceptable and he's wrong no matter what. Cry about it.
on your side. And nobody that's going to watch this VOD is going to think you're any...
He barely agreed to a fair call between me and him privately to talk about Jar. Yeah, he only wants to go on places where he can look like the smartest guy in the room. He doesn't want to look like an idiot. He doesn't want to look like an idiot. So he wouldn't want to debate somebody who's better at it than him. Because he wants to make sure that he's always the winner.
any bit fucking intelligent. This is why you...
Why does this guy have... Like, he shouldn't even have 1K subscribers, okay? Like, this guy should fucking be obliterated, dude.
Stick to making fucking fucking terrible Turkey Tom ripoff video essays. And now I'm gonna unmute you, and I'm gonna...
Dude, what a fucking asshole. This guy can't articulate his shit at all, dude.
I'm gonna give you a chance to walk it back.
Oh my god, what a pathetic fucking loser. I'm so right you're going to walk it back. Oh, you've called into my stream, but you see you have committed a logical fallacy. You see, I was on r/debates the other day, and I learned all kinds of fallacies. I am somewhat of a intellectual myself.
I'm gonna give you a chance to walk that back.
I'm gonna give you a chance to walk that back, you peon. Do you understand who I am? I'm the Gojo Satoru, and I am totally not some loser wannabe who makes femboy fuck rap, which is a word that just came out of my mouth.
Yeah, so I'm not.
He's trying to Destiny debate. He's not even Destiny debating. What I'm doing is Destiny debating. I'm deliberately... I'm not even gonna joke. I am quite literally aping Destiny's intonations because it makes me sound more correct right now.
Oh, you're not gonna walk that back. You're gonna double down. Okay.
So I have two things. I want to ask a question, then I'll get back to my actual first question, right? So you're getting really mad about the two-dimensional, but this is more of a clarification, right? So let's say an autistic guy grooms a child.
No, see, and then the guy on the other end of this is also not like a genius. and he's already moved the goal. Like, Kuma wanted to move the goalpost, and now this guy's just agreeing to
Is
have
this
the
your
goalpost
Frieza
moved.
impression?
Is that yeah? That's my Frieza impression.
Child, is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Would you consider that
Kuma
person a
so
pedophile?
cringe.
Yes.
Okay. Again, so like, why is this some like?
Because
oh, but the
grooming is an
context-
act. Grooming is a fucking deliberate act with intent.
Yes, but you're acting like this context magically changes what they did.
Yes, the context. Context is what dictates whether there was intent or deliberate. Like,
What? I don't know if he used the correct words there, right? Saying that you did something with intent would imply that it was deliberate. And doing something deliberately implies that you had intent.
deliberate acts. Like, this was
Yes,
not
but you're
something
acting like
deliberate.
it changes what it does, right? They still did something bad here, which you agreed to in the beginning of this, correct?
Changing what it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. It actually does change what it does.
How can you like?
What do you mean?
explain it?
How? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Are we feigning ignorance here? Or do you just not understand what fucking grooming is?
I do know.
I'm sorry, you're 20. I don't really think you know what grooming is.
Okay, I wasn't talking about the topic of grooming. I'm saying that you're adding all this overarching context to say that to demean what they did. I'm clearly stating.
I don't understand how you're
sexual
this fucking
topics
brain dead. I don't.
Dude, I don't. Kumo, please. Kumo, please. I want a debate so bad. It's been such a long time. I want another debate. It's been a minute.
We literally
because
established
said
that I
this week-
agree that what they did is bad. We've literally established that I said that I have a negative.
So you agree what they did was bad. You don't think it was good, but you don't think that they should be in trouble. I mean, like, we could get lost on like the intricacies of the groomer point all day, but if you admit it's bad, why is it bad? Because it's inappropriate to have those conversations. Yes.
Kumo's
okay.
contrarianism grift has backfired
Like, I don't-
so bad.
Like, why are we? You're getting lost in like the brass taxes over like what makes the platonic ideal of a groomer. But most people would look at somebody having conversations with a minor that way and say that it's inappropriate, and that would probably make them a groomer.
opinion.
Can I speak? Because this goes back to what I said that you were responding to. I said they had sexual topics with a 14-year-old as 20, correct?
Repeat your question.
Wait, I don't understand. That was a really simple question.
I said they had sexual topics with a 14-year-old as 20, correct?
They had sexual conversations with a 14-year-old while they were 20. Correct? Yes or no? He's asking a yes or no question.
Repeat your question.
Why is he repeating the question there? Why is he asking for that? That was quite literally a yes or no question.
I said that they had they talked about sexual topics with a 14-year-old as like 20 or whatever, right?
Okay.
Why? Yes or no? That's a yes or no question. Why is he like hinging on that? You hear that? You notice how he didn't answer that right away?
I'm not going to answer your
Correct.
leading questions. You're just going to make your.
What do you mean that's a leading question? What do you mean that's a leading question? Let's not even say that this is about Cinny. Let's say this is about somebody else. What if that was anybody else but Cinny? He literally just avoided it because that question would invalidate his points.
point
How it's
now.
a lead-in?
Make your point, because you're not asking me and giving me the you're not asking me an open
Because you
question.
made
You're
this-
asking a
He's asking a yes or no question.
leading question.
It's not a leading question. A leading question would be, let me try and word that as a leading question, right? So a leading question is where you're trying to get them to give a specific answer, right? So a leading question in this kind of conversation would be, when you were in the DMs with Cinny Bear, you were having conversations that would have been you coaching her to get out of these allegations, right? Because when you'd phrase a question like that, instead of did you or did you not coach Cindy Bear on getting out of these allegations? Right? That's an open-ended question. You can answer it either way. But when I ask that question the first way, I'm asking it, excuse me, I'm asking it in a way where there's one specific answer, right? Because I'm already priming the question with this is already true, right? I'm not giving you a chance to refute it as true or false. I'm saying this is already true. How did you help them? Right? That is what makes it a leading question, right? That's you moving it to them implicitly agreeing, right? That's what a counter. So like, let's say you were like cross-examining someone in a courtroom. A leading question would be like, on the night of the murder, you were holding the knife that the victim was stabbed with in the kitchen and you were standing there. Instead of asking the question like, where were you the night that they were killed? Right? It is technically a leading question. It's literally irrelevant. We're talking about question structure. The point is, he should be able to answer that. Yes or no? Was the conversation inappropriate? Yes or no? It's a really easy one to answer. If no, then it was fine. If yes, then it was bad. Right? Like, leading questions are like, in a court of law, that would be considered leading because it's a yes/no. Unfortunately, this is the internet, and I can ask all the leading questions I want.
You are giving me an incentive to answer a specific way because you are adding all
You're
these
giving me the incentive to answer a specific way?
qualifiers and like details to your question. That is a leading question.
I was talking about that they did the sexual topics with them, and you're
Yes.
adding all this like.
Yes. No,
No, they're not a lawyer. They're probably like fucking 16, dude.
You're asking a fucking
context.
leading question that is like expecting a yes or no. Like I'm not gonna do.
That's a really great example of a leading question. How long did you know you're gay? That's a really great example. I'm stealing that and using it in the future. So the non-leading version of that question would be, are you gay?
That you're just going to make your fucking point. You're not going to walk me around like a fucking
Sexual
dog.
topics with the 14-year-old, correct? Okay. So, sorry. That was rhetorical.
Yeah.
Okay. So sexual topics with a 14-year-old, you added this context to it, and you're acting like it's like less bad because they're in this
Why are
community
you
that did
gay?
all this.
How long have you had gay sex? I'm in law class in college. We're literally learning about this right now.
Freak shit in, right?
Again.
The rumor comes out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Does Young Comer is gay? Okay, let me skip ahead to... Okay, it says roughly to 26, 27 minutes. Okay, yeah.
You're just fucking looping.
How am I looping?
That's a brutal leading question. Kevin in chat said, when did you stop watching CB?
Because the point is, it is not as bad as you were saying. It is still bad though. Like I don't know why we're even having this. I don't know why we're having a debate. It's actually not as bad as you're saying. You're like saying that they fucking groomed a kid. You're saying that they're a pedophile.
Okay, does somebody have the messages that Cine sent to Kumo or Cine sent to Eno on hand? Does someone have those? Can somebody put those in the community server, please? We have a thread for it. Please tag me. I'd like to see those. Chris, if you're still in chat, I would like those on the off chance that I ever need to like complain about this to somebody in a Discord call. Dude, I should have cornered Kumo in that Discord call with Beckett. I'm kicking myself in the fucking nuts for that, bro. You were eating salad. I know I was eating salad. I made the mistake of being a hungry boy.
I don't think I ever said they groomed a kid. They themselves gave themselves the title of grooming a kid.
Okay, then why were you? Yeah, because they were fucking coaxed into it. What's your point?
Which you still haven't even provided evidence.
Dude, they were coaxed into it. They put a gun to their head and made them admit that they were grooming. Okay. Were you tossing salad, Diesel? Here's the link. Bless. Appreciate it, Chris. Oh my god. All right, we'll save those in the back pocket for later. $47 minutes. Okay.
Way to censor anything that was explicit.
There's a lot of things in this situation that we don't know, right? We don't know how many people this 14-year-old could potentially be DMing, as far as I know, unless that's public.
Yeah,
right?
that's a variable
So
that we haven't determined.
I'm sorry. What is the implication here that the 14-year-old is hitting their shot at a bunch of adults, dude? Why doesn't make it any better, dude?
So in my opinion, there are a lot of cases where, in almost every case, grooming to me has to have intent, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not really.
Grooming has to have intent. What is this, dude? What is this? It's simple. You just can't have sexual conversations with a minor. Don't put yourself in that position. That's it.
Going to call Cindy a groomer necessarily, because I think she had the intent of like preparing this kid for like sex, and then when they turned 18 they were going to like go over there and fuck them. Like, probably not. I haven't seen any evidence of that.
See, I agree with that.
But
that's literally what my whole
think
dispute was.
Your dispute is whether or not she was going to go fuck this kid. Well, I wasn't really grooming them. Dude, this is exactly what Yandere Dev said. Yandere Dev was like, oh, I was just lonely. I wasn't ever planning to meet up with them. You know, they're not an adult. I wasn't planning to meet up with them. You know, I just needed, like, somebody to talk to. I didn't plan on doing anything. I wasn't going to go anywhere. Like, that's literally the same argument I hear all the fucking time from these psychopaths on the internet.
Sure, I do think the actions that Cindy did make the minor susceptible to more sexual conversations and the normalization of sexual conversations with adults. So I think
which would be grooming. That's you're grooming them to have sexual conversations with more adults, which could put them at risk.
I think it's grooming.
Yeah,
in
you
that
could
sense.
you could
I don't
argue
think
in the
Cindy
grand
herself,
scheme it was a net negative for the child, but like to say it was
Yeah, in the grand scheme, I don't know why we're getting caught up in the minutia, because the grand scheme is what's important here.
To say it was grooming is like the grooming is the deliberate act.
No, the grooming is like you have to deliberately go plan to meet up with them. I don't like. Do you realize how many pedophiles say I was never going to go meet up with them?
So like it'd be like if I called you, if you, for example, say you were like working on something like
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
Like a truck or something, and there was like an exposed piece of sharp metal and you brushed past it, and then I just started calling that self-harm. I'm not trying to definition fag, it's just that unironically I'm like
you are definition F slurring, dude.
misusing the term, because
that is by definition what definition F slurring is, dude.
self-harming is like the deliberate act. Now there are similar consequences and ramifications for the fact that you.
Hey Diesel, Kumo is literally fighting with Beckett on Impleton's stream right now. Holy shit, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Hold on. I posted in the ACC thread. Hold on. Where's Himpleton's stream? Your time. No, it'll just get more insane. Yeah, hold on. Dude, it is in none of these threads. Snipe, you got trolled. Oh, fuck you, JFA. Fuck you. Dude, JFA is like, he's dying out here. You know, it's been a month since Now Recording streamed. You can't call into Now Recording and say they're fucking boring, dude. Dude, yeah,
Happy
it's
pull up the
JFA. I should have known. Oh, shit. Dude, I was like looking at the Now Recording server and JFA was complaining how Now Recording doesn't stream anymore. He literally tags Matt Pitt every day. I know, mentioning Queeman helps sell it, because that is a Queeman thing to do. I tagged you in the Discord. Okay. Not gonna lie, he got me too. I was about to be like, let me in the call, we'll ambush them. Oh, shit.
Like got fucking cut by a piece of metal, but it's not the exact, it's like not the same as like self-harm. It can have the same like effect or outcome, but it's not like a deliberate. Please reset your internet. Oh my god, I hope they can actually still hear. I'll check if the live stream is still up.
It's just buffering a lot, I think.
Okay, well, let me check.
You
okay,
might want to increase maybe your delay or lower the. Are you streaming at 720?
Yeah, I always stream in 720.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't tell you what the issue would be though.
Yeah, I think it's just because other people are on the internet.
Yeah, I just went back and listened. It was fine.
Okay. I completely agree that there needs to be intent, and I actually completely agree that it could have had the same consequence.
Real question, why are we so mad at Kumo? I thought he had fair takes all throughout this drama. I had said since I started covering this that I didn't like Kumo. Like I said when I was on the stream with Beckett, the only reason I didn't have like a fucking blood sport is because I was eating a salad.
But I actually don't believe that Cine, if that is the consequence, if that is an actual consequence that occurred, I don't believe it'd actually be Cine. I'm still pretty strong on my theory that this entire thing was a gay op. Because otherwise, like, why would this person...
okay, yeah, apparently I'm having some connection issues. So... Because of my ping on Discord, or not on Discord, on OBS is, like, bad right now. So you might need a... fix the stream. Your internet is dying. I can't do anything, chat. Nothing is happening. Kumo is attacking. Dude, I love it when my stream is lagging and everybody's like, hey, Diesel, the stream is lagging. And then 400 other people say the same thing. But it's not me. My internet is fine. Oh my god. I'm literally getting 20 guide right now. Refresh chat. Yeah, refresh. I'm gonna run a speed test right now while live. I'm sure that'll be great for my speed. Dude, I literally have like 200 down right now. I know. I know. I don't know what's happening. Too many live streams. I don't know, man. I've been having this issue lately, dude. Oh, fuck. I just closed the Kumo fucking thing. Let me go find it. D, have you tried turning your internet on and off again? Yeah, actually I have.
Stream is shitting its pants.
Wait, are we back? Leo Convoy is about to release his cola jar in like 6 minutes. Are you gonna react? I guess so. The Kumo DDoS. I doubt it. He's an idiot.
I completely agree that
I am. If there's one person I'm not gonna trust about audio, it's JFA.
it could have had the same consequence, but I actually don't believe that Cine, if that is the consequence, if that is an actual consequence that occurred, I don't believe it would actually be Cine. I'm still pretty strong on my theory that this entire thing was a gay op, because otherwise, like, why would this person
I saw that
that
on Twitter.
why
I
would
wanna
this
ask you
person
this,
that
right?
they well I'm almost done, and then you can ask me.
I have no idea why my stream is lagging right now, chat. I do not. We're just trying to make sure that Diesel's not getting one dude.
Diesel, your stream is lagging.
I know, chat. I know. Okay. Let me do a thing. Join the community server if you're not in there. That's better. I didn't do anything. All I did was change scenes. All of you should explode, dude. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back, and then maybe it'll be fixed. We'll see. All right. I'm just gonna go take a leak.
There's more of us than you think, quicker than you can blink. Your most loyal will turn against you. It's in the water we drink, poison in the spring, but we'll take back all the power. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me.
Leo versus Jar, autist on autist violence.
It's in the water we drink, poison in the spring, but we'll take back all the power. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee.
Boom. I'm back. I'm back. My call with just a robot, guys, drops in like now. Actually, we're stream sniping it live, I guess. Oh shit. I'm interested to see. I'm interested. We lost him. I'm back. Show hands. My hands be good. My hands are good. Dude, premiere will begin shortly. I've never watched a YouTube premiere. This is the first time in my entire life I've used this feature on YouTube. That was really loud. Yeah, that was really loud. What's your favorite Thundercat, Diesel? I don't know. I don't know shit about the Thundercats. I'm not fucking like 40. Dude, I like how YouTube is like, it's got all this nice like design for its premiere, and then it's like the Glupshido attacks from Leo Convoy to just the robot. You know? Chitara. Yeah, I feel like everybody would want me to say Chitara, right? Dude, this is a really just terrible. Like what is this? Oh, it changed. It's different now.
Convoy. I think you knew that when you clicked on this video, though, specifically because of the topic.
Dude, he's built in Bumblebee.
I know the artists haven't really had any long-form content from the channel for a while, and I'm sorry for that. Stuff I'll be doing going forward.
You can't watch it at 2x speed if it's live. Oh, I can.
I appreciate the patience. Now, I need you artists to look up from your tablets. Please look at the screen. There's going to be some things mentioned in this call that are unpleasant and related to something that.
Dude, I have a bunch of Gundam I need to build, dude.
I'm sure this will reach a larger audience than the Lumi call where I had to reveal this to the public. I feel it's important.
Dude, I got a snack and everything. I got a fucking protein bar, bro.
Drive home how absolutely vile.
Can you turn him back up? Yeah, sure.
This video were. And that's who this call
Diesel, you should do this. Yeah, I did it and nobody watched that fucking stream. You guys want to like jerk off to my like 6 out of 10 face or whatever the shit.
Among other things in relation to his actions.
That's not true, I was there.
I did this because I honestly thought Jar was just severely socially awkward. Could be better in multiple ways if he just had a decent guide from someone that actually cared. Jar's made it public that he grew up in a very strange household. He was homeschooled all of his life, and his mother was a young Earth creationist with thoughts that didn't line up with
Bold
reality.
of you to assume you're 6. I wouldn't assume I'm like super hot. I know a lot of the fucking. Can you direct us to your not safe for work section of your Discord, Diesel? I don't have a not safe for work section.
Instead of video hit pieces on people. It's pretty obvious to the general landscape of this community that my behavior hasn't been all that good either. And while being on medication and continuing to try to find a therapist has helped me tremendously, it doesn't excuse any of my actions, or the damage I've done to people that didn't deserve it. I've been trying to show people as much grace as possible until they prove they're just abusing it. This is a standard I've always had with my friends, but am now trying to apply it to everyone. This brings me back to Jar. Despite what people may think, I haven't spoken to Jar in several months. Even though I thought he was a friend, he never really checked in on me, or asked how I was doing during my drama, or much after. His only attempt to reach out recently was to ask me questions for a video he planned on making about me. I've gotten to the point in looking at my own actions and how I've handled things that not everything has to be a public call or dealt with using unneeded venom. So I was content with the fact that I realized Jar wasn't actually a friend. I was just someone he used to stop others from calling him out on his bad behavior. That's why a lot of his more recent content has been more unwell. I'm the person who told him not to do random videos on smaller channels that did videos on.
I don't even know what's wrong with Leo Convoy. Like, what's his drama?
I told him not to defend people that weren't worth it. And I'm the person that told him to stick to his media reviews instead of
Oh my
mixing it
god,
up
we're
with
at
people
like
and
the
giving
current
into his
time. I
anger.
can't like go fast.
The reason he's been acting the way he has on his channel recently is because he decided that my advice that's helped him in the past
bullied
wasn't
kids on
valid
Discord.
anymore.
Oh.
This is not an excuse for his actions at all.
Ask
To
Beckett,
explain
I
why
don't
he's
know.
done what he has recently. This is entirely his fault, and he alone holds the blame for that. Once I saw his video on Cine and how he acted in a stream with the user Chud Logic, I felt the right thing to do was to confront him on his actions in this case to highlight his overall problems. Before that video came out, I was content with letting what I thought was a friendship just fall off, and let him eventually trip over himself and run afoul of a larger creator that won't be charitable to him. But his most recent video was just too awful. If it was received well, it could have done severe, lasting damage.
Dude, all of you are
run
telling
to
me
a lot of
horrific
people.
things about Leo
I'm glad
Convoy,
it got
dude.
picked to pieces. Having spent several months looking at things in a removed manner, Jar's actions don't come off anymore like
He called a
isolated
kid's
events,
school
but instead
saying
paint
the
a
kid was
larger
going to shoot it
and
up
uglier
once.
picture.
Were they gonna shoot it
I
up,
want
or
to be
were they
clear,
just
though,
like
that
having a
I'm not here
moment?
to join in on a content bandwagon. I'm not here to do a bunch of videos exposing Jar. I wasn't even planning initially on publishing this call until Beckett and a few other people whose perspectives and experience have proven trustworthy have told me I probably should. I need to note that this call is edited. There's a couple of people that Jar blames for his push to make a video on me that don't need or deserved to be dragged into this, and a couple of other things that are just a bit personal. Sorry for the long intro, but I felt it was important. Here's the call.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jar. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Lyle
hear
tried to
you,
lure me
and,
into his
just so
ice
you
cream
know-
truck 30
Wait, can you
years
say
ago.
something?
He almost didn't get away.
Okay, got it. Okay. Just so you know, I'm also recording on my end. So if your recording doesn't work, just ask me and I'll send you my recording.
Could you imagine?
Alright.
It's like an obliteration call for Jar, and
wanna
he's
be
like,
clear about a few
"Hey, could I
things.
have it?"
Could I say something first, if that's
Yes.
all right? I know I fucked up. If anyone else did this, I would make fun of them. I just didn't expect my video to get leaked, and like that, and I panicked and uploaded an early draft, and
I'm sorry.
I-
Why does
I
he keep
really
saying, "Oh, you
fucked
know, I
up, and
panicked, it
had
got
a
leaked"?
Talk with another YouTuber,
Like the original
and
would
she
have
went over
saved
everything
you,
I missed in
or
the
like
doc,
the
and
final
I
edit.
realized so much stuff I missed. He has the
Like the rough cut was going to be any different, dude? Like, what was going to change between the final edit and the rough cut that got leaked?
full call recorded. But yeah, he went through everything with me in the doc, and I was like, oh my god, I fucked up so badly, and
What-
I'm gonna apologize for this.
Here's the problem. My question to you is, the final draft you were going to put out, the final video, was it close enough to what you put out?
If people gave me like no pushback and said, yeah, this looks like a solid video, and me and my roommate didn't decide to look at the doc in detail.
I'm
which we
sorry,
were planning
it doesn't
to,
sound like
but
Jar
if-
understands why people are mad at him. Like, he still doesn't understand why he got shit.
We didn't, which I'm pretty sure we would have, but if that didn't happen, yes, that
You know why this is going down right now? It's because a rumor is going around that City Bear is going to come out with receipts of Jar wanting to do grape role playing. Sure, why not?
would have been it, but I can send you the old version, like the very first draft, which was all negatively about Cine, and you can just see how much I changed it. I said in my video that I was going to get a draft ready before I talked to Jack in case Jack freaked out, and that was very stupid of me to do.
So, I want to be very clear here. I'm not going to, if I can help it, raise my voice at you. This is not going to be a call where I sit here and I scream at you.
Dude,
like
the
you're just
music in
calling.
this makes
I'm
it
not gonna
sound
do
like he's
that.
getting like a
Two
Dr. Phil level, you know, intervention here.
reasons. Number one, that's behavior I am trying to not repeat. And secondly, I am sick and I don't even know if I could. So,
Okay.
I am, however, going to lay down some very
I
concerning
keep
things
raising
I
the
have noticed.
volume,
I am
chat.
going
If
to talk
Leo's
at length
audio is
about
fucked.
some of your actions and some of your patterns of behavior here. But before we get too in-depth in that, let's go ahead and talk about your video on Cine. You, Jar, it takes a lot for me to actually be disgusted with the video. Angry? Sure. I'm the angry guy. Your video
He's an angry
actually
video
made
game
me
nerd?
uncomfortable for the things you said, the conversation.
Oh, that's an interesting tool to get rid of the mold lines on the model. Or like the little extra nubs on the edge. I want that.
As I can with you, Jar, since now this has been made public thanks to whoever leaked it to.
You guys can't
cast
see it,
Warfox of all
but I have
Really?
8 versions of the RX-78 on the.
No, I'm talking about the call I had with Lumi, where I had to talk about something.
Is this a new video? Yeah, it's premiering right now.
So Jar, you said in there that there's no way Cinny could have groomed Inno because Cinny is a straight woman attracted to men and Inno's a girl. My grandfather was straight too, Jar. Didn't stop him. Didn't stop him with me, didn't stop him with my uncles, didn't stop him with God knows who else, who will never in this
Is Lio Convoy talking about his, like, grape past? Why are we learning about his graping, dude? Dude, I'm learning about the... the grape grandpa, bro.
I didn't know that.
Well, unfortunately, several thousands of people do now, because I had to put that out. I didn't want...
What? What? This is a really unrelated chat, but since we're talking about minis for a second, allow me my moment of autism. Let's play a great game. Is it an apology or a triple down? Listen, that's a Frogan tweet. I don't even need to click on that to know that that's a triple down. Okay, so I keep meaning to paint these, but I got some Kingdom Death miniatures, and I've just been hoarding them in a fucking box for like months, dude. Right? And fucking, I don't know. I just want to talk about it. What's a Frogan? It's Hassan's mod that's like incredibly anti-Semitic. Where's the art? Did I take the art out of this? I think I might have. Oh, I can't show you guys that. That's like nude Dark Souls women or something. Let me keep playing this.
But I had to. And I did tell you, Jar. I told you in a voice message on my mobile alt that happened to me.
I remember you saying it happened to you. I didn't remember it being your grandfather.
It was my
grandfather. And I didn't remember you saying
You made it very
I'm really glad that we get to know all of
conversation
these people's like
with
personal
Cindy,
shit,
that you
dude.
did not come at this from an objective standpoint. I'm going to tell you exactly what I
This
saw.
called
in that
Just
call.
When
We can-
Public,
I
yes.
could sit here and I could go point by point how absolutely disgusting and vile that video was.
I can't show any
First
of
of
these.
all, you
Good
knew
chat,
better
holy
for all
shit.
of this. And the reason why I know you knew better, Jar, is because you meticulously went through to set the programmer stuff. Because you were, and I quote, worried Lio would be angry if you didn't. You didn't do that here. You barely even looked at the doc. You should have known better, because you've done better. If you had been some bumbling moron who always screws things up and has never once showed an iota of ability to properly grasp things and run through this, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. But I know you can do better, so I'm not happy on that end too. But what actually irritates me the most, Jar, other than your absolute gross negligence, and that is honestly what it is how you were talking to Cindy in that call. You did not approach that call with objectivity. You did not have a list of questions to ask them to ascertain whether or not they were being honest with you. What you saw was somebody who you could possibly ask a favor for in the future if you were able to clear them. And even if you deny it, Jar, that's just what I'm seeing here. And you made it pretty obvious. That's unacceptable. And frankly, that's really gross. I know for a fact, because we've talked about, you're terrified that these ACC people are going to come after you. So let me be very clear. Jar, the only thing the ACC people want from you, because I do still talk to some of them, they just want you to leave them alone and not interact with them. If one or two come at you some ways, fine, respond, I don't care. But this idea that there's some sort of conspiracy...
It's just a robot, but it is giving the 1 HP voice, right? It's Lio Convoy, yeah.
About you? No. And even if there was, Jar, I have told you multiple times. Let them take the first punch. Respond if you need to. You trying to assemble essentially an army of people who owe you favors.
Dude, I'm playing Balatro again while this is happening. I'm sorry,
Any alliance
chat.
built on hatred is a weak one. And secondly, you are putting a lot of faith in people you barely know. And I also am aware that you are currently running to other smaller YouTubers about this. Jar, do you realize, like, in any objective manner, how absolutely ridiculous that makes you look?
Yes.
What I saw on Chud's stream, Jar, wasn't just you putting your foot in your mouth. You essentially committed a form of on that stream.
I know.
So, there are people who do want to talk to you, Jar. And at least one of them I think you owe some form of conversation with. So let's go ahead and drop all pretense here. Whether or not you have a conversation with people should not be predicated on their sub count, should not be predicated on any of that. It should be based on how honest and open you're going to be. You have any idea how many people have come at me about Rosa that had no channels that I still talk to because I screwed up there, and I am still owed that accountability to the people who come at me, regardless of their intentions? And does that mean I'm going to hop on every live stream? No. There are people I'm not going to entertain. But average people, always. Forever. Until that day I die, I will have to
Dude, Jar plays it like a cloud goblin.
But what you are continuing to do is unhinged, Jar. And let me go ahead and make this very clear. And I'm going to do this without mentioning names because they don't deserve to be dragged into this. When I told one of the bigger ArtCC people that you had a complete meltdown on Chud's stream and you were a laughingstock, their first thing wasn't, ha, serves him right, or, well, too bad for Jar. It was, oh my god, is he okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna put all the blame on you for some of the more conspiratorial things even I started believing. That's also partly Peaches and the nonsense they pulled, and also partly me. I still owe and earn and all that other stuff. My actions are still my actions regardless of who influenced me. Period. End of story. But you, Jar, have made an absolute mockery of your platform multiple times.
Dude, I'm sorry. Why are we giving like an intervention to him? Is this what Lio does? I've never seen this guy. Yeah, this is so anime. I agree.
The biggest one. So I, unfortunately, had the displeasure of going through your Susie video today because I had it beforehand. Because I've had people tell me it was in there, and I wanted to make sure I knew. So I'm going to tell you what I saw in that video, Jar. I saw you dancing on the grave of somebody who, with the exception of voicing in a video, which you and her resolved between yourselves, dancing on the grave of somebody who'd been nothing but kind to you.
The problem, well, they also leaked the call we had, and then that's when I have two people.
Who did they leak it to? Who did they leak it to? You know?
I will have to check my DMs, but I think it was like people who, like Lin and Harley and people who don't like me.
I don't know if Harley's heard it.
Oh, God forbid. They leaked the call to people that don't like you. Oh, my God. Get in line, brother. Jesus.
Yeah, I know Lin did, and I did. I don't think Harley did. And that doesn't matter if Harley did or not. You two squashed the beef. That was the important aspect of it, Jar. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're re-rolling this run.
And here's the more disgusting thing. Two things that actually make me mad. One, 90% of your video on Susie is about the diaper stuff that, number one, happened mostly when they were a minor.
I'm sorry. I feel like I need outside knowledge to understand this call, dude. Dude, what is this diaper stuff? What does that mean? What does that mean? What is the diaper stuff?
A fetish is something that you observe in terms of what sexually turns you on. Assassination, a hyperfixation, especially for an autistic person like you, Jar, is not indicative of a fetish. And you made that entire video about how she's a lol cow and how you love being in this community because you feast on the autism. Welcome to the farm, Jar. The truth of the matter is, you weren't the farmer. You're just a slightly larger cow.
Dude.
And now you're learning
Welcome to the farm, Jar. Dude, I love how, like, the term of lol cow has been so, like, degraded into, like, such a social, like, norm lexicon word that people are just like, you're a lol cow. Welcome to the farm. Or we gauge somebody's lol cowness and call them, like, a lol calf. Like...
You always thought that you were, what was the word you used? An anti-lol cow?
You don't
You're
want
not.
to know
Anybody
the rabbit hole
is
is too
cow.
deep.
And I hate having to use that term because that is a term that takes away any nuance at any part of somebody's humanity and reduces them to a bunch of goofy things. But anybody can be one, Jar, if enough microscope is put on them. You, me, your parents, your pastor, if you had one, you need one, and a whole slew of other things. That's all that matters. You have to learn to start treating people like people, because Jar, you don't. Because you don't even treat me like a person. And let's go ahead and be completely
Yeah, because
on
Jar
board.
doesn't know how to look at other people like people. He's just shit like that. Okay. Also, Lyle's crazy religious. You know what? I'm not surprised that the old guy who likes Thundercats is like big into like Christ and stuff. Susie, aka Doodletones, used to be besties with Jar until she got canceled. Jar was the first one in line to make a video dancing on her grave, essentially. Okay.
Here. While you have done me
She
some
used to be
favors,
his
I did
editor,
appreciate.
too, of course.
I have done more for you than just about any other person you can name, save maybe Dreadlock, because he's your roommate. I have gone to bat for you. I have gotten I have gotten in calls with other creators to help you out because you were trying to resolve conflicts with them without it blowing up. I do all these things for you, not because I want a bigger YouTuber to owe me, I don't care, but because I thought at the time it was the right thing to do. And to a point, maybe I should. But I'm not done because I need to get here. And then all the stuff with me happens. And you know what? I can understand people wanting to make some distance from me if I'm in hot water to a point. I get it. Jar, me being quote-unquote canceled does not mean I am dead. Does not mean you couldn't ask my opinion and things. Doesn't mean you can't...
To Jar, though, you being canceled means you're dead. Okay? Because you're an untouchable then. Jar doesn't want somebody to fleece him or something, dude.
You can't ask my thoughts. So my irritation with this is, number one, the only reason you're doing this series of videos is because two other YouTube...
Can we get Lio Convoy, but edited with the Call of Duty montage, like that girl in that video from Twitch? You know that one? You guys know what I'm mentioning here? Like the girl who's like, and then
Back
the world's
to
gonna end, and then
money
it's like a
like a
360
French
no-scope.
aristocrat.
Gave you grief and pushed you into it. And you admitted that. You admitted to me when you were talking... Okay.
Yeah. Who were the two YouTubers? Yep. I think it's, but yeah. They, and here's the thing. I do in my script. I'm not making a video on you anymore. I'm done with drama. In the
Dude,
script,
Jar says he's done with drama with the same intonation that somebody who's always in drama talks about it. It's like, I'm not somebody who likes drama, and it is the guy into drama all the time.
Did go into detail defending you from the what do you call it, the Barbie call. I did defend you in that part. I did start off the video by saying, like, he's done this is I also went through my experiences with you, and I said I have had nothing
Jar
but
is
good
2
experiences
steps away
with the
from
guy.
crinkling and a flop quality human.
What you did to other people that I
somebody
wanted
flop
to go
quality
over,
human is
but I
wild.
kept on having cold feet about it, just like I did with other drama videos, and I realize now that I should have stuck to my word when I said I was done with drama and just focused on media criticism. I shouldn't have.
Dude, first of all, Jar, your media criticism sucks dick. Okay, you're a moron. Second of all, the drama wasn't good either. You just suck at this. You're stupid. You're like an idiot.
About Seth or Daft or Spockter.
Hold on. Talking about Seth or Spockter in themselves makes sense. Because I don't consider those things to be drama. Those are important things communities need to know. That's fine. The problem is, Jar, you take your issues with other people, and I've been accused of this too. I think it's not as inherently accurate. But you take like smaller issues you have, like with Susie, and you blow it all the way up because you have a grudge against these people. Jar, I've said this before, I'll say it again, you need to go to therapy. Not just for the paranoia you have, but also for your genuine anger issues.
I know. My roommate has told me multiple times that I need therapy, and I just can't afford it right now.
That's
but
fine.
I do.
Again, I'm gonna go ahead.
Jar, you need therapy is quite the statement, dude.
Time I go to bed and I'm about to fall asleep, I just feel angry about sometimes things that have happened 10 years ago, and sometimes I feel like revenge is the only thing that keeps me going. And
Jar, that is literally insane.
What I did
love that.
was so stupid.
Jar's fueled entirely by revenge is the funniest shit. Some background info. Jar was accused of being a groomer with screen caps in a doc. Lio snuffed out the accusations as bullshit, and his screen caps is being edited.
Someone in my corner because Peaches was gone. You your reputation wasn't really that great at all. It was kind of in the dirt. And it was me, you, and Peaches, I felt like we were invincible together. Like, I felt like we were.
Why is he like frame everything into concept of like a fight? Like, it's really not that serious, dude.
Three Musketeers.
Jar, me being canceled, me being in the dirt, does not mean you could not ask for my opinion on something, because here's the kicker: Beckett did. Other people came to me asking, and I didn't get involved. Other than
Who's
a couple...
Beckett?
Beckett runs up.
Who's Beckett? Did this call happen before Jar was familiar with who Beckett was? Because him saying who's Beckett is very funny. Because Beckett is good. This is before? Okay.
Podcast called the Cope and Seed Podcast, and he's one person.
I know. Okay, now I know who did that.
You need to talk to him because he's going to be fair to you. He might.
The chud is fair. Cope and Seed is fair.
Razz you, but he'll be fair because he's been fair to me, and Lord knows we have had some arguments. Another person you need to talk to, and you're going to hate this, Jar. You're really going to hate this. You need to talk to Kumo.
Yeah, I'm sure the Kumo Jar call is going to go really well.
No other reason than to at least give him your side of some things that are coming. Flatly. And if you don't heed that,
Flatly, dude, he needs to talk to Flatly.
That advice, I can't stop you from being dumb.
He's just saying Flatly. That's a weird. I wasn't expecting him to use that word, dude. I thought he meant like Flatly the guy.
Because here's the other thing: you sit here and you send me this absurd message. I wish you didn't get canceled. You would have stopped me. Jar, are you familiar with the Lazarus and the rich man? That parable?
No.
Okay, Lio is really religious, huh?
Okay. Maybe if you start it, it will jog my memory.
Jesus told a parable about a poor man named Lazarus who was covered in boils and leprosy. I can't remember the exact ailment, but he had to beg every day at the gates. He had dogs having to lick his wounds. And he was just an unfortunate person. And there was a man very wealthy, about town.
Know.
Everybody loved him. Where did where did the rich man wind up, Jar?
He ended up in hell. And warn my brothers, they do not know what is coming.
And how did Abraham respond?
This is so funny. I'm sorry. This is really wild, dude. Dude, this is so funny.
If they won't listen to if they won't listen I forgot if they won't listen, it's something like that. I know it something to do with listening.
They have the scriptures and the prophets. Even if a man from the dead came back and told them, it would do no good. Jar, you had your girlfriend, who we are not going to name because she wants to remain anonymous, and I will respect that.
Guys, his girlfriend goes to a different Discord server. You gotta understand.
And your roommate tell you, Jar, do not upload this. If my wife told me do not upload a video, I don't care who's clamoring for it. That ain't happening.
What is going on,
You ignored
dude?
them. What makes you...
I can't handle all this lore. Not my wife, dude. Dude, isn't Lio Convoy the guy who has that really ugly lion mask? And he's like a big chunker, right? Leo Convoy, the wife guy. What is happening? He's got a wife? That's the most outrageous part of this call.
Think you would have listened to me, because Lord knows you haven't. Because the moment we stopped communicating regularly and I wasn't being your Jiminy Cricket, you went right back to doing all the dumb things I told you not to do.
Yes,
I'm gonna lose this hand. I'm gonna lose again.
Give me a second.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just so slow because I haven't pretty much eaten anything. I've just if I
have
eat
you heard the story of Darth Jar the autistic?
His wife is like a lawyer or something. His wife is like a lawyer.
I have to eat very small things.
It's so fucking crazy for Lio to whip out the Bible shit. Jar has a fucking power scaling video on Bible characters. And he's schooling Jar on biblical characters, which is fucking wild. Jesus Christ.
I don't. My system will go into shock. And
dude, Lio's living the life, bro. He might be like a Discord spurg, but his wife is like a doctor, and he could sit at home making fucking Gundams, bro. This is the house husband goals that all men strive for.
Yeah, because you've never had this heavy of a backlash before. Not one that you earned.
Well, to be fair, I know this is going to sound dumb, but when the stuff with the Heather pack happened, it actually felt worse because I was so much smaller compared to them. Like, now, sure, I can handle that no problem, but back then, it actually felt worse. I didn't eat for, like, a week or two.
Why is Jar always talking about how much he is or isn't eating? Like, motherfucker, I don't give a shit if your diet's, like, fucked because you're, like, going through drama on the internet. Like, I could be going through the worst drama on the internet, and I would still be eating food regularly.
Well, the thing is, Josh, the sub count doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, I was so small, and it felt big.
You
like
felt
more
vulnerable.
back.
You felt more vulnerable.
Yeah, it felt like more.
Yeah, Jar, you do that to.
You don't get it, Diesel. When Peaches was living with Lio, they would get into fights with the wife. Lio would sit his wife down and make her apologize to Peaches. What is going on, dude? What is going on? What? He talks about weight a lot, keeps saying his GF is 90 pounds. What's wrong with Jar, dude? Does Jar got like a feeder thing?
Small content creators all the time, dude!
I know.
Do you? Because I told you that even if you're mad at Linlin, and even if you're justified in your
You're mad at Linlin.
you turning around
Dude,
and attacking the channel that
None
much
of this
smaller
shit
than
makes
you
any
is
sense.
never gonna make you look good. Never.
I know. No, that's why I've been holding off on making it. I was like, I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it.
Then don't.
And then anger, like, I have a reasonable side of me and an angry side of me, and the angry side of me said, do something about it.
I have an angel and a devil inside of me, and that day the devil won.
But I'm glad, and that's why I've been using my second channel to respond to people, because I don't want them to get dunked on that hard.
Both of them build
and I've said don't attack them. You know, I do feel bad when people do get harassment.
John,
like, you know that.
It's not just harassment, dude. Because here's the thing. I have a high level of empathy. It's why I get freaking dicked around with so much by terrible people, frankly. But if you're saying I don't want people to deal with harassment, then you should mitigate it any way you can. These people cannot hurt you, Jar. Because here's the thing of the matter. If they bring up random things that you didn't do, they can't hurt you with it. You have to have that internal sense of self. I was not joking when I told you, because you asked me, how did I handle backlash? My faith in God, the love of my wife, having one major foot.
Dude, my faith in God kept me from falling deep into the rabbit hole with YouTube drama is quite the statement. What is happening?
In fact, majority of my life, not actually online, but more rooted in the real world, because I was born in 1985. I was almost an adult by the time the internet became a thing. I was already grounded in reality. But the one thing I didn't mention, Dark, is I need to talk about it, and I'm going to segue with it now. I had support from actual friends. People who didn't just want to use me for content. And that's the problem you have, Jar. With the exception of maybe Dreadlocks, I don't know if you have friends. Because you certainly didn't treat me like one. Period. You have a
Christian lion from Narnia
until you see how things are going to play out before you jump into something. You don't treat people like people, and you don't treat your friends like friends.
Well, come on. I helped Peaches out a lot. Like,
yes, you did.
I didn't have a grudge with Camilla or Evrona. I didn't have any beef with them.
I'm aware, Jar.
I've been gone for a couple days. I come back to see
I'm
Diesel
not,
watching
I'm not
those
watching.
sticks
I'm playing
gambling and listening to
Blatro.
Gooners being Gooners.
Your belt than a natural person is a problem. Because you know what? There's a lot of people
There
on the
are two
spectrum I didn't
wolves
yell out,
inside of Jar, but they're
sit there
actually
and
just
treat like
those
garbage,
Boston
but they're still
Dynamics
Rosa.
robot dogs.
I don't know who these club shittos are that they keep mentioning. I don't know. Like, this drama feels like it requires all this outside knowledge to understand, and it makes it completely incomprehensible. Like, I'm expecting this call to be like Jar getting like a stern talking to, and he is, but like also in the same breath, most of it is just like complete nonsense.
I know.
And regardless of what Rosa's doing now, which is another issue in and of itself, I'm not going to go after Rosa. I learned from that. Even before it became a big thing, I had altered what I do. Every human being,
Oh no!
with the exception of people who prey
Why
on
did
children,
I do that?
I need you
Fuck.
to remember that one, has a right to change.
I
When I say right to change, I don't mean as in
Dude,
an internal right. They have just plain a right to change. That includes you.
I know. I've said this before. The only two things that can get you canceled is pee around kids and yourself.
The only two things that could get you canceled are pee around kids. What?
Yeah, congratulations, Jar. You pulled that one off. And then, instead of being reasonable, you're sitting here reaching out to
Jar
other
can
people,
be
hoping
your
they're going to cover
angle
your
or
butt.
you're dead.
So here's what I'm going to tell you right now.
Wait,
I'm getting back.
Wait, how am I? What do you mean
Cilantro
cover
right
my
now.
butt? Like, I'm confused by what you mean by that.
Why would you need to go to instead of just
Oh,
sitting
no,
down and
No, he reached out to me first, and at first I didn't even want to talk to him because I was like, I was just in such a dark place. I was like,
Oh my god, Jar brought out the YouTube apology phrase, guys. Guys, make sure you cross that off on your bingo. He was in a dark place, man.
All this backlash, yada yada, and then he finally sat down and called me, and he explained to me in a very good way of what I did wrong, and he's not making he's going to be making a video about the whole Cinny me Jack situation when it's all over, but he's not going to help me with my apology video. That's going to be on me, and I'm
Jar, here's the problem.
Yeah.
Your apology video, it's not going to have any value to it. And the reason why it's not going to have any value to it because you have gone on record before saying you will revoke apologies.
That's true. Jar said he's like he'd revoke apologies.
I will what?
You said you've gone on record before saying you have revoked apologies. That's
well, no. Well, I haven't revoked all of
Jar
them, but
speaks like he needs
wait,
to
what do you mean
pinch
by
his
that?
nose to talk.
When you make an apology, Jar, it means you won't do it again. And then if you go, actually, I take that back, I will do it again, the motherfuckers will be like, I guess his apologies mean nothing.
Actually, what do you mean by that?
where you'll apologize and then later on take
There's
back
a Kristen
the
Arg
apology, depending on
ACC
the
bingo
situation.
card,
If you're gonna ask
Diesel.
for a
I
specific,
need that.
I currently don't have one. But
I
that's how the
want that.
public
Okay.
is going to view it. They are expecting you to respond with a very poorly done apology. Because, you know what? You can be angry about Kumo leaking your video all you want. I can understand that would be irritating. But that was still your video. Your choices, your takes, your bad decisions. And you know, the thing I find insulting, truly insulting, is that you put your bare butt, figuratively, on display in that call with Cinny, and did you think that people wouldn't notice?
I thought about redoing the interview, but then I thought it would be dishonest if I tried to redo it, so I didn't. And people noticed. Did I think people wouldn't notice? I guess so, because, well, why else would I put it in a video? And
so let me tell you what's going to happen, Jar, since you wanted to know.
Let me tell you what's going to happen, Jar.
People are going to dig. I don't know if you've done other things. I hope for your sake you didn't. But if you have, people will find out.
What
They
an
always do, and they
insane
always will.
statement, dude. What the fuck?
find out what?
I don't know. I'm saying I don't know if you have. I'm just telling you people are going to dig, Jar. You said it yourself earlier.
Oh yeah, people are going to dig in to me, and I mean, whatever you say on, whatever it happens will happen.
Yeah.
And
And I want to be clear about this too, because I know you immediately gravitated.
Yeah, I will say I like Lyo's dramatic way of talking. Like, it is quite comedic.
When you saw him getting some boost in here, Akumu's not going to save you.
I know.
By the way, the fact that there's a guy called Akumu and Kumo makes this drama really fucking frustrating, okay?
So I really hope you didn't run to him, because he's just going to laugh in your face.
The only thing, and mind if I send? The only thing I did was I could send you if you need the evidence, but
Go ahead.
wait, you want me to send you?
Yes, I want you to also send me that draft you told me about.
the first draft on set.
Dude, I just love that, like, Jar is, like, super autismo, and he's going to Leo Convoy, who people have only described to me as, like, the most dysfunctional man ever. And now the most dysfunctional man ever is going to be helping the other idiot in the room fucking work their way out of a drama. Like it's the blind leading the blind.
Yes.
I will have to snap it together because it's in segments. So I will have to snap that together for you. So it might take, and I'm not doing so hot right now, but
Jar, it would literally take like 5 seconds to close the gaps on a video that you're editing, okay?
Yeah. Let me see.
Let's go for a flush.
Yeah, I'll snap it together for you.
Thank you.
I will, but I did. Okay, I looked at my DMs. I didn't say what I thought I said, but yeah, I did ask if Akumu could also make a video on the Cine situation, and he said no, and I was like, yeah,
Good.
but
Smart of him to do that, because here's the truth, Jar. If you had actually paid attention, because if you had paid attention, and if you had talked, because here's I didn't want to talk to Kumo for a while either. I had thoughts about him that were not accurate to reality, because I did not do my due diligence and look more at the evidence, because I didn't like who was presenting it, and I thought it'd be manipulative. But when I did, I found a completely different person underneath all of that. If you had talked to Kumo properly during all this, you would have been able to pick up signs of Cindy's manipulation. Because the way Cindy acts towards you in that call is completely different than how Cindy acted around Kumo. And if you would two had talked, you would have put 2 and 2 together. And you wouldn't be in this mess either. Gonna be blunt about that one. You let that person play you. Happily, because you thought, big number will have my back. They're never going to have your back, Jar, because these people aren't your friends. These people you're so obsessed with trying to please so they'll be on your side, they don't care about you. Go ahead, run this right now, see if they'll bail you out. You know what the response is going to be? They're going to laugh at you.
This is like insane. This is really insane. What a rom-com is this?
Yes.
Nobody will have your back like I have your back. You and I, we were meant for each other, Jar. And then they kiss at the end. Dude, oh my god, I'm really struggling right now. See if that's a jack. Oh, baby, that's a pair.
Friend is, Jar. Because you haven't been with a lot of people.
I know.
Leo bot is so over, guys. Yeah, I don't think that ship is gonna sail. Personally,
I know that there have been times you've been worried about me being angry at you over an action or a bad decision, and you know what? Those times, very rarely was I actually angry with you, with the exception of what happened at VidCon. That made me mad because I didn't know about your back and forth with, and you and I had a conversation about that. But what made me really mad is that one video you did earlier, the Cine one. That actually made me mad out of everything you've done. Save that one incident, that actually made me mad. Disgusted and mad.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not going to sit here and do a big video about Jar, because, frankly, Jar, I'm tired. I have been stuck dealing with the literally worst of humanity.
Spending real money? No, I'm not spending
6
real
years
money.
now. And it does things to me.
Dude, Leo Cumjar? So is Leo Convoy like the Jacob and Kumo is like the fucking Edward?
It had twisted and warped my perspective on a lot of things. I thought the worst of literally everyone because of all the scummy people I've had run-ins with, had to deal with, and then I have to deal with all the nonsense Peaches put me through. Real fun, by the way. Thanks for checking in.
Well, I did make my video on Peaches, and I waited for your video to come out first. And I did tell people to check your video out.
Jar.
Thanks for checking in, It's So Soy. Yes. Like it, like I don't understand. Like he doesn't, like he does sound bitter. Yeah.
This.
I like. Is it? Hold on. Is Jar directly responsible for Peaches being in Lyle Convoy's home?
Do we even have any mutual friends now?
I mean, he can't be directly responsible. Lyle had to have let Peaches in the home, right? Like, Lyle's so angry. GF coded.
Look here. Because I want to make an example you'll understand. So this isn't a gotcha. Let's see here.
Right.
There we go. Click on your profile.
Nah, Jar just
Okay,
simp for
let's see.
Peaches. What
Who do we
woman
have?
didn't Jar simp for? Jesus.
I don't even know who that person is.
First of all, assuming Jar's
Fantastic.
GF is real, isn't that the most horrifying concept?
Lorenzo.
That
That's
some
perfect.
woman
Let's use
has
Lorenzo.
slept with him.
If you found out Lorenzo was having a spiral, an ideation
I'm gonna
spiral,
throw out this whole
mind
hand.
you,
I'm gonna be
would you
cheeky.
check in on him? Would you ask how he's doing?
Wait a second. I mean, what about Misanthropony, aka Zaid? I let him on my channel.
Miss the
Yeah, and that was
Anthro-
dumb too, and we'll get to that.
Oh.
What's with all these club shittos? Who's Miss Anthropony? What does that mean? Dude. Peaches went back to female pronouns. Peaches, wait, what? Guys, you can't just, we gotta slow down on the lore, okay? I didn't even know Peaches was trans and then untransitioned. Okay? Miss Anthropony was the community rage pig. What does that mean? We need a diagram. Dude, this is like the houses in Game of Thrones. It's like Westeros for people who are dysfunctional.
If Lorenzo was spiraling,
Which is
do
saying
you
a
consider
lot.
Lorenzo your friend?
Yes.
If Lorenzo was spiraling, if you saw he was having to deal with some real
I think
hard
I'm
stuff,
about
would you
to
check
lose.
in on him? Would you just tell people to check out his eventual video?
I'm exploding.
I think I would tell people. I think I would check in on him.
Yeah, that's what friends do, Jar. It's why when Fluffy pulled their stunt with you, and you weren't responding, I freaked out, found your phone number, and called you, 'cause
I
was
just got a
worried.
Discord
You
notif
saw
chat.
that happening.
I guarantee
panicked,
you it was
did
Hal
something
sending me a message being like,
because I care.
you fumbled.
It's also
I
why
know.
it's also why I've done freaking wellness checks for people that hate me and people I don't like. Because even though I might beef with some absolute morons, I don't want anything bad like that to happen to them. Save that they preyed on children, then I really don't care.
It
Gonna be
wasn't
blunt.
actually.
But this is ridiculous, Jar. Like every
It
single ounce of
wasn't.
it
It
is.
wasn't.
People
I
are
know.
the people close to you should be close to you because they care about you, not used as stepping stones for your progress on YouTube. And I know why you're so defensive of your YouTube channel, because you had a really rough childhood. Trust me, I understand. I empathize. And now people actually listen to you. You can't be ran out by people like the Heather Pack anymore. And you know what? Good on you for being able to build up.
Didn't Miss Anthropony make a bunch of fake Twitter accounts to stalk and harass? Dude, I'm sorry, but I think the ACC should just be shut down. Also, I really don't want to know the personal life lore of Jar and or Lio Convoy, and I know way too much than I should now.
Platform. The problem is,
Wait,
Jar,
Miss Anthropony goes by he, him pronouns? What is happening? I thought Miss Anthropony was a lady. I don't want to misgender. What's going on? What did I... Okay, so who... Okay, who is Miss Anthropony to Lio Convoy?
This is a certified hood classic.
We need an equivalent to the Rapture for the art commentary community.
That's
It
so true,
just has to
Anonymous.
go.
You gotta watch through 27 seasons to learn the lore. Miss Anthropony's Derek is from Miss... Stops. None of those words are in the Bible. Okay. The pony person is the groomer, I think. I'm actually gonna puke. Because none of this makes sense. I'm actually gonna puke.
you didn't use it as a platform for something valuable and something
Why are you so mean to Jar? You had a base thing.
good. You used your platform to attack other people to make mockeries of them, never once realizing.
I just hate Jar on like a very surface.
No,
level.
I disagree with that. Every time I've done a drama video, I've always thought one day this is going to be me. I've said in a handful of videos that
Jar.
I know one day I'm going to get canceled. I said,
Jar, that's an insane thing to say, right? Like, oh, one day it's gonna be me is like a fucking insane statement. I'm sorry.
it comes for all of
You
us.
say, you say it, but you don't believe it.
No, I do.
Jar,
I do believe it. I knew this would happen one day.
Then why'd you do it? Why did you do something so objectively stupid?
This is a certified hood classic.
Is anyone else
Because I
having
believed
trouble
her.
super chatting?
I didn't
keep
realize
getting
I
a
was being
message, failed
manipulated.
message every
You know,
time
part
I
of it was
try
her
now.
manipulating. I'm not gonna deny
Sometimes
that.
like the card will decline because that happened last night when I was on Xylee's stream sending funny ha-has.
But it wasn't that you inherently that you believed her. You wanted to believe her. You wanted to
I
have
know.
somebody in your back pocket that owed you a favor. Because another thing, when you do a favor for somebody, Jar, while I understand that your value is reciprocation, and to a point I get that, the favor should not be contractual. I never once said you owe me for anything I did for you, because that's not who I am.
I did feel like I owed you, though.
This is
like, I
really,
felt-
really fucking long.
I
I
said-
feel like this is two people having like a personal breakup argument. Like I feel like this is like the gay lovers in paradise, you know.
If I'm gonna when I make my video on Lio, I'm at least feeling bad about it because I was going to reach out to you
Yeah,
and
they're
get your
talking like
side
a
on a
divorced
few more
couple.
things, and
Jar, it was a
can
video.
I actually tell you one of the main reasons why I actually got into drama content?
Go ahead.
Because I knew I was doing something wrong. Like I was messing up some way when it came to people. And I was hoping through drama content I would have it pointed out to me. And it took a long time, but I think it's finally happening.
Yeah,
Like, I finally-
Jar sucks, but the
you
other
had
guy
it.
is so sanctimonious and oversteps if he's calling wellness checks on strangers online. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Leo, I understand why people were mocking Leo in the past. Can we listen to the call on 2 times speed? Yeah. I'm kind of running out of patience for it because it's not like a blowout call.
This behavior I've probably pointed out to you so many times, man.
I know the Yowie version of this is
Some
going to go
crap
much
I'm talking
harder.
about. Don't do this, don't do that. Here's how this looks. Here's how this affects other people. Sorry, you didn't listen. You gave me lip service, but you didn't listen, man. And that's the main crux of the problem. You have gotten so large to the point to where it's affecting your ego, and you think if somebody isn't my size or larger...
I'm sorry. If Jar has
wise
an
man.
ego for 200k subscribers and like middling views on his videos, then he should like, I don't know, fucking go be wrapped up in like a fucking straitjacket because that man is fucking insane.
takes joy in rebuke. A fool closes his ears to it.
Leo cum Jar Yowie win.
I've listened to you, though. Not permanently. I've listened to you.
I know that's huge
Jar-
for the ACC, but it's like really cringe.
If it's raining bullets outside, or somebody's
Who's
taking
getting
shots, actual
custody of the
physical shots at you,
Transformers?
and somebody tells you, don't go
I
outside
think they're
because-
gonna go to Transformer Protective Services.
This is a certified hood classic.
She took the
But then
Gundam
that person who told
collection
you
in the
that
divorce.
dies or goes away. Does that mean their advice to you somehow holds no merit now?
No, what you told me does hold merit.
You just didn't want to listen to it that I was gone. Which tells me that you didn't actually think about anything I told you. Maybe you will now. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to, Jar. So here's the modicum, the crumb of advice I will give you at this point. Because if nothing else, I owe this to your girlfriend, who doesn't deserve this, and all the nonsense going on here. Because I know people are trying to find her, Jar.
Nobody wants to find her. I mean, I'll let her experience what it's like to be with somebody who's not a 2-pump chump, but you know. But you know, I don't want to find her. You can find me.
I know.
You better pray they
That's why
don't.
I know. I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
Here's what you do.
Yeah.
1, never, ever do a drama video again. Period.
Never ever do a drama video. This is so stupid. This call is stupid. This is stupid, dude.
Whatever you may have planned, dump it. Drop it. Stick to your media reviews, and only that.
Dude, this guy is such a weirdo. Dude, Lio just be saying, like, the way he talks is really weird. Like, this guy's fucking weird, dude. You guys gotta understand. I understand Lio has all this lore or whatever the fuck, but like, I'm coming in on this new. Okay. I've never experienced any of these people in my entire life. This is my first dipping my toes into it. This is wild.
Quick question. I do have one drama video that is all finished, and I was thinking of just making it a Patreon exclusive. Do you think I should do that?
No. What's the topic?
CMOS boss.
Jar, that dude has no power. His channel's dead. Screw him.
I know, it's just, he was made multiple videos accusing me of being a pedo over an EDP short I've uploaded, which was a segment from the Spoctor video.
I'm aware, and
dude. I'm sorry, Lio, just let him bury himself, okay? Alright, just let Jar bury himself. Why are you trying to save him?
Frankly, some of the things you said in other videos, Jar, like, so dog, what you said in that call with Cinny, like, why did you even do a video on Spoctor? Like, if you didn't think what Spoctor did was all that bad, why'd you even do a video on him?
Because, like, you heard what I said in my video. I was like, please don't run away, just, like, talk about the situation around you. Because, and I'm not saying what he did wasn't bad, I'm just saying we didn't have confirmation on it, and he just ran away, and I was like, oh my god, he could have defended himself, why didn't he?
Because we did have confirmation, Jar! He admitted it in a call that was recorded without his knowledge, with friends he knew would back him up!
Yes, he admitted to having the drive, but we don't know if he held on to it or just forgot about it. We don't know the context around it. That's...
Jar, do you trust him to be honest?
No, that's why I brought that up in my video.
Well, thank you.
We need to add Scarlet to this call. What is Scarlet Reaper's take on this drama? I need to know. Can we raise him from the dead and ask him? I'm sure he would have a really nuanced opinion on this.
Irrelevant. Jar, you look at everything through the lens of whether or not they're going to remain as a content creator. Life isn't always about that. Spoctor should be gone. And at this point, I wasn't months ago, so should Peaches. And no, you shouldn't upload that video to your patrons. I'm surprised you still have any right now, honestly.
I haven't checked.
Guys, remember when this was about, like, whether or not this Cine person was a groomer or not, and now it's about whatever this is. This is the most, like, this is a really simple drama that was expanded into nothing but
or maybe half of them are gone.
Incoherent
I mean,
nonsense.
Look at Spoonie 1. He had so many that he still has some even to this day, because they just keep it on auto.
Well, since we're talking about failed content creators, now we're going to talk about Misanthropony.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you people?
You're aware that I spent over a year, working with him and trying to get him to stop being stupid, yes?
Yes.
Did I succeed?
No.
Why didn't I succeed, Jar?
Because you...
Was it my fault?
No, it wasn't your fault. Why didn't you succeed?
Because you can't sit there and actually contain his stupidity. You cannot convince him to stop being unhinged. And Jar, you don't watch people the same way I have to. You don't actually make them your priority.
Misanthropony is the ACC's Ethan Ralph. That's a really great way to explain it. Okay. Dude, I actually need to understand, like, all the ACC drama around us to understand this, because I do not understand what's going on.
You don't make them your responsibility. I promise you, I can almost guarantee you, he is currently being unhinged in somebody's DMs, wishing that the mob guns them down in the streets because this person lied about me, this person was mean about me. And frankly, you're not going to...
Misanthropony's wishing for mob hits? What?
And when people came to me saying, did you know Jar's doing this? You know what my response to that was, Jar?
What?
When it blows up in his face, he'll learn. Because it will. And on top of that, Jar, you cannot sit here and try to convince people that you're not transphobic or any of this other stuff when you let this moron upload a video called, what was it, 7 something in the 7 they thems? Or Snow something in the 7 they thems? Like, are you out of your mind?
Let me look up the title. What was the title of it?
It was Snow something and the 7 they thems. It's on your community tab.
I think it was Snow.
Oh my god. It's like Rick and Morty making up random alien words and people all remember the Glorpapoodle drama. Dude, I'm gonna be like in random dramas and I'm gonna be like, this is just like that time that Glorpapoodle was talking to a 17-year-old on Twitter. And then people will be like, who's Glorpapoodle? I'm like, they're gone, you wouldn't remember them. It happened a couple years ago. And then people just go like, okay, sure.
Tan in the 7 they thems. I've heard other people make that joke.
Jar, I heard people make rape jokes all the time too. I hear people make Nazi jokes all the time too. You know what I don't do? I don't repeat them.
And if I'm sitting here saying I find this...
Yeah, Glorpapoodle drew inflation art and then groomed like 5 people. But then those other 5 people also liked another weird fetish art and
This
also
is a certified hood classic.
Their stupidity cannot be contained is the family motto of House ACC.
Trans/non-binary person here. Snow White and the Seventh-day Thems. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Yeah, we should just gaslight people into thinking like drama that didn't happen is real. Can we do that? I just want let's just go around and lie. Like who cares? Let's just tell a lie. Jar, you have to learn from the Zip Top 9000 drama.
repulsive and repugnant, I probably shouldn't be doing it. Because then what are my values? They're worthless.
Do you guys remember the fruitful shit drama or the whole Rylakuk debacle?
Here, nothing.
Dude, this is like a cognito hazard SCP that just fills up your mind with useless junk knowledge.
Blow up in your face. Because everybody's tried helping him. I tried helping him. Sarah tried helping him.
I've heard trans people make similar jokes about the movie, though.
Jar, they can, and that's their right to do so, but you need to recognize not every person can say every joke, even if you're talking about from a punchline perspective, okay? Not everybody can. I don't know if this is a thing with you being on the spectrum, but no. If I sit here and I use the hard R N-word, I can't sit there and justify that even though I'm Hispanic by saying,
believe that Marcus Tarkus said the N-word.
No!
I'm sorry.
It's not me you need to apologize to, Jar.
I can't believe
I don't think you need to
that
apologize to
happened to
anybody. I think you need to do one of two
Marcus
things. Actually change. Or just own what you are and stop pretending to be something else.
I know.
Which one you do is up to you. But you trying to take on somebody like Misanthropy, somebody you know is divisive, somebody you know has done enough to where, Jar, I'm one of the dumbest people when it comes to giving people chances. You know this, you've seen this. I kicked him out of my spaces. I stopped communicating with him. I removed him from my life because he is that volatile. And you think you can handle him? Jar, you've had to come to me to handle disputes between you and your roommate. Are you kidding me?
Wait a second. Lyle Convoy would help Jar settle disputes between him and Dr. Dreadlock? That was like a nonsense sentence, but I swear to God, people will understand what that means. Imagine being the guy dressed up as a lion on Discord, like being the mediator in a roommate drama between a guy whose entire personality is the black guy who's friends with Jar.
Well, it was one dispute, but yeah.
Twice. Because you tried to get me onto another one, and I rejected it because I'm not getting that invested in your personal life. Because that's just weird. But my point is, Jar, if I couldn't handle it, and I'm the moron who was dumb enough to give some person who was taking complete advantage of me 8K, which, by the way, I know you told Akumu about before my video came out. Thanks, buddy. I dropped him.
There's like all these like weird personal digs in here. Like,
Diesel address Melon Gate.
Diesel, well, you know, melons are out of season right now, so there's
And you think you can handle it? Jar, you couldn't lead ants to a picnic. Stay in your lane, know your role.
I think a lot of it. I think a lot of this has to do with my upbringing, and I will try.
Oh my God, I can't believe, dude, we're really running the gambit here of like trauma tropes here. Oh, I was in a dark place. Oh, it all started on my childhood. You know, I was abused as a child.
No, I don't know what I'm saying.
You're right, because there's a certain point in time, Jar. You can't always sit there and say, my upbringing. You know, my upbringing screwed me up too, Jar. It screwed me up to the point where I won't sit. I know, I'm finishing because you need to hear this. My upbringing taught me to make sure when I'm in a restaurant, to make sure my back is against the wall and I can see the exit. Because I was raised by a Vietnam vet who had a level of paranoia that makes yours look like a little girl worried that her crush doesn't like her. Dead serious.
This is two mentally unwell people having a trauma off right now. I cannot. Why? Trauma power scaling is wild.
You're almost in your 30s now, Jar. Like, I'm not going to sit here and dog on you for a bad childhood. I get it. I have literally gone to bat for you. To the chagrin of my actual friends and the chagrin of people who were around you to explain, I know Jar was homeschooled, here's what he struggled with. I know he comes from an abusive home, I understand that, here's what he struggles with. Susie told you to your face that I have been running defense for you.
I know. I was actually just about to bring that up.
And then
Susie.
No, let me do something.
I thought I understood people. I really did.
You don't treat them like people. You don't actually talk to them unless you want something. That's not understanding people, Jar. And let me go ahead and make this clear to you. That dumb video you did about Susie, which frankly, gonna be blunt, I think you need a private, because it embarrasses you too.
Oh my God, I don't care. How long is this? I don't care, chat. Oh my god. I'll go look at the art now. I don't know what's going on in the drama. Dude, none of this shit makes any sense. Hold on, let me make it big. I don't know what's going on. Oh, chat. Remember when Garbuncle Squongle yoinked in the room with the anime name 5000 non-con, and then he went on a podcast with an animal last name? Dude, can we get the Hawktua girl's opinion on Leo Convoy and Jar? Can we get Hawktua to mediate the talk between Jar and Leo Convoy on Hawktua? Oh. Who's gonna carry a torch to the Trauma Olympics? I don't know. Just a Tua. Guys, I think the mystical bitch 4chan leaks of Unicorn Yowie that affected LeBron's legacy. Man, can I get Jar's opinion on the Lunchley drama? Can we get Jar to talk about Lunchley on the Talk to a podcast? Hawk Tua leaves my brain and someone always brings her back up. She's an icon. What are you talking about? Did you see the, Young Gravy leak the messages where she was, fishing for attention and he was like, I don't know who you are. Or, wait, no. She, denied Young Gravy or something, and Young Gravy was like, come to my show, and that was it. And the conversation was, completely, normal and not weird, and she was, trying to make it like she was hot or something. God. My head hurts.
Because here's the thing, you were also in the FCK, and there's no way to prove you didn't see what was in there, Jar. You may have only made 2 posts, that doesn't mean you didn't see it. Secondly, there is a vast difference in terms of intent between a bunch of stupid adults who will not mind themselves around children and doing what Key and Tippy did, knowing a person who was a friend of an actual child predator, an attempted rapist, was in spaces with children, feeding this person these children, and said nothing. The only reason we found out about the grooming that happened in the FCK is because victims came out.
What's the FCK, chat? What's the FCK? What's the FCK, chat? Guys, is that fucking Gondor? Is that where they'd all meet in Gondor? Fruitcake something. Fruitcake Kingdom? Another huge lore. It's a whole sub-community. How do you... The FCK was an art server where they posted porn and there were reminders in it, as well as one groomer they didn't remove. Okay. This makes a parkour civilization lore feel normal. What's parkour civilization? I keep hearing about that.
Didn't happen in the server, Jar. It was a dumb comparison. I don't know who you got it from, but you should have returned it before the date was up. And then you had the audacity, and I know your excuse is going to be, it was cheaper, to put up that asinine thumbnail? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
Can we get to talk to a girl on parkour civilization?
You have ignored people's boundaries. You have consistently put your foot in your mouth, and I have been there, the idiot, trying to make people understand you because I thought there was something there. And there might still be, Jar. But you have made a fool of yourself, a spectacle of your platform. And as insane as some of your fans can be, oh God, you better hope they don't. Just gonna say that right now.
I don't think it's gonna be my fans doing this, but yeah.
Oh, but
hold on, chat. We have a
Is
TikTok.
differentiation even useful?
Well, me and JJ even used it when we was playing Minecraft last night.
We only had 20 fences left to build an enclosure, but it was annoying because however we built it, the area was always different.
So how do you think we made the biggest area we could?
First, I bet you said that 2 of these lengths plus this width would need to equal your 20 fences.
But wouldn't we care more about the area of that rectangle?
Yeah, the area of the rectangle is what we want to maximize.
And obviously that's length times width, LW.
So at this point, me and JJ
I just realized that this is AI and none of this happened.
rearranged this top equation to get W, and then subbed it into the area equation to get rid of it.
So why'd you get rid of W?
Because now we have A as a function of just L.
And this is way more useful now, because area versus length has this lovely little graph.
So to maximize the area, we want to find this point up here where area is as big as can be.
Dude, when you think about it, the Talk to a Girl is basically Joe Rogan for white women.
Haley, we both know that's called a maximum, and it's basically where the derivative of our area function is equal to 0.
Oh, so we need the derivative.
Yeah, so you know what to do.
Say it.
Get out the power rule and differentiate that thing.
Somebody turn that off.
Oh, I enjoy the song.
Thank you. Okay, now to find the value of L at this highest point, where the derivative is 0, we can set the derivative to 0 and solve for L.
0 equals 20 minus 4L, so 4L equals 20, L equals 5.
So you get the
Ellen lost that role, so Hawk Tua stepped in.
biggest area when L is 5.
5 fences.
And remember, we had exactly 20 fences, so this width is going to be 10 of them.
Okay, so the biggest space we can build is 5 fences by 10 and is 50 fences squared in area.
Area maxing complete.
Okay. Holy shit, dude. My fucking brain, it hurts, dude. Martin Scorsese shaking his boots. Kino, that was Kino. Oh god. Chat, I watched not Brain Rot. I was Brain Rot. I watched Mousetrap last night, chat. The public domain Mickey Mouse horror movie. That was horrible. That's it. There's no bit here. There's no bit. There's no streamer bit. That's it. That's all you get. Diesel, try length maxing. You'll feel better. What's length maxing? Is that like, you know, like when a guy is like jelking? Or is that different? What's length maxing? Or is that when you try to like make yourself tall?
Hey, guess what? Who killed John Lennon?
It makes the forehead long.
I actually don't know. He was a
neck,
hardcore fan of John Lennon, right?
like giraffe.
He was?
Yeah. So was the person who killed Selena. Ran her fan club. Killed her.
Well, I'm not as big as those people. I'm not John Lemon big.
It's not a matter of your size, Jar. It's a matter of their insanity. It's a matter of their inability to not act right.
Why are we? Why is John Lennon in this drama? What did John Lennon do? He's dead, dude. He's not John Lennon.
What I'm getting at, Jar, is you do not sit there.
What would Paul McCartney say about the Jar drama? Would he talk about it on Talk to Us?
And actually,
dude, Jar Lennon, the new ship name, new ship dropped. Chat, crack ship. Dude, my brain is fucking fried, dude. Holy shit. This is like you know the energy vampire and What We Do in the Shadows? It's this, but a video.
Actually think.
I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, chat. Peak lecture zoning out right now. I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it. This is like being bombarded with like fucking gamma rays right to the skull. It's like somebody's hitting me over the back of the head with a hammer and saying, "Learn, bitch, learn."
This is a certified hood classic.
Breaking news, Jar killed John Lennon and also did 9/11.
It's true. I was there. I saw him. You can ask the Hawk Tua girl. She was there. She was like fucking 5, but she was there. It's been like 4. This is like 4 years in the ACC. It's gotta go, dude. This community's gotta die. All these people, they all gotta go, dude. They all gotta go. John Lennon was killed in 1980. Okay. Barack Obama. Hawk Tua was born in 2001. Dude, I'm old. Fuck. Hawk Tua is like my brother's age. I think we can call them in. Oh, he's 23. My brother's 21. That's right. Never mind. Hawk Tua is older than my brother. I think I'm gonna end stream chat. My fucking soul is dead. So, are we really calling that girl Hawk Tua? I don't know her name. It's just Hawk Tua girl now. She's the girl that runs Talk Tua. That's her name. Okay, goodbye, chat. I don't fucking get out of here.